What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. Now let's start the show with a message, okay? Nelk, release the pod. Release the pod, Nelk. It's time for war, Nelk.
Let's go.
Okay? This video went viral of the manager of Nelk, John Shahidi, brilliant guy, and he also manages a bunch of other podcasts. He's involved with some businesses, like he's connected with Elon, and he's just really interesting dude, and has been very good to us in terms of like giving advice and that kind of shit. Yeah. And so he's on this podcast with, I believe, is Graham Stephan's The Iced Coffee Hour. Yeah. Right? Okay, so this goes viral.
You guys ever shoot podcasts and not post them?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sore subject, but yeah. There was one, but there was an episode with Andrew Schulz. Schulz went after, like, I think, when like a stand-up comedian like looks in the crowd and decides like just go after somebody. Yeah. Well, I think like Schulz was kind of like went after Steiny, and he and it was pretty awkward.
Was it the whole episode or was it like?
It was a bulk of it. It was like,
no, you couldn't cut around it, or
he would come back to it and like he just wanted to go after Steiny.
Yep.
I almost felt bad for Steiny.
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay, now.
You bully.
Listen.
Why are you going around the pod?
I didn't even think it was that long on Steiny. Now, Nelk reacted to this video, because a lot of people are giving them shit. They're like, release the fucking episode, you pussies, etc. And they basically were like, Schulz said he didn't want to put out the episode. Yeah. Which is true, because it sucked.
Yeah.
It was like, I think I told you guys.
I vividly remember.
Yeah, it was just like one of the worst podcasts I've ever been on. Yeah. And basically, like, here's the thing. Here's what happened. It was Steve Will Do It, who's fucking hilarious, and he's a fan. He was even promoted the special. He was great. And then Kyle and Steiny. Mm-hmm. And Kyle is like the mastermind behind Nelk. Like, he's kind of like a genius.
Yeah, he's the guy I see the most.
He just understands culture and like connecting with different people and like building a community and a brand. But Kyle and Steiny, I don't think they really knew who I was. So like, I think they were aware of who I am or was at the time, but not really that aware of the content.
And not about you as a famous person or whatever, but your comedy, your style of comedy.
Like I think that maybe they watched the special like right before the pod or something like that, but I think it was more a situation where it was like, okay, this guy's got a big reach on YouTube, we have a big reach on YouTube, this can be a big episode type of thing. And Steve is the fan. Steve is the sweetest guy in the world. Like, if I called Steve right now probably and asked him to like help me move my apartment, he'd be like, I can be there tomorrow. Like, he's just the sweetest fucking guy.
Yeah.
So, but he doesn't drive the pod.
Yeah.
Kyle and Steiny drive the pod.
Right.
I'm sitting in this thing and I thought that they all were like in the same fraternity or something. I wasn't as familiar with like Nelk, but Kyle's kind of like organized these like internet superstars, if you will, like you have Salim and like Bradley Martin, and like built like a team and a brand around it. But in my mind, they all went to college together. So when I'm there and they're not really like talking, and I'm just like, what is going on right now?
They said that in the video. They were like, we were nervous because that was the first time we had ever all done a pod together.
It was just like Trump and me. The only time they bring out the A team. So it was just this like kind of weird energy, and like I pretty early on realized that like Kyle and Steiny don't really know me that well, because the questions they're asking are like really basic questions.
Like, what's an example?
Has anybody ever like heckled you? And there's a moment in the pod, I don't know if they edited it, but where I'm like, what? And they're like, have you ever like talked to someone in the crowd? And like, so I'm thinking two different things in this moment. I'm going, either they have no clue who I am, and that's weird that I would even be here.
Annoying, yeah.
Or they know and it's a troll. So I'm like, Do you know what I mean? Like, and in that moment, Steiny got
You got clips.
Now he knows what you do to the
now he
crowd.
knows what I do. Yeah. But I don't even think I was being funny. I think I was just, explaining to him who I think he is in a stern way. Yeah. So, but you have to understand, it was like I think they even said in the clip, it was like a weird moment. The energy was just kind of off, and like we were just doing the interview and like randomly like producers would come in and like angle the Happy Dad cans like to the camera so the logo was facing the can. And I'd be like in the middle of like telling a story or explaining something.
It's like a check drop.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and
I'd be like,
you hate those.
Yeah, exactly.
but it was just one of those things where it's like, I'm in this moment where like, okay, I don't think these guys know who I am. There are moments where like none of us talked. Like we just sit there like this, and I'd be like, what is fucking happening right now? So like, and then the logo thing, and I was just like, what is that? Like, the beautiful thing about a podcast is when you have like genuine interest in someone, you get to sit across from them and like ask all your questions and like, get to the bottom of theories. Or if you hate someone, you get to confront them about something. It's just like this beautiful thing. And in the moment when they're moving the logo, I'm like, am I doing a commercial for Happy Dad and not getting paid for it? Like, what is going on right now? So I think
you do like a base level of research. Like someone is coming out of their day to like spend time to sit with you.
So
like, and God bless Akash. We've had some guests on where he's been like, dude, I gotta research this guy. But he does it.
But you do it.
He does it.
So I think I was just like, what is going on right here?
Well, you did research.
So I think it was just like, and then I think maybe Steiny asked me one more question, and it could have been genuine from him, but it felt like trolling. And I was like, who is this fucking chicken McNugget asking me shit? like who is this
When
guy?
I'm trying to film a commercial.
Yeah, I'm trying to
do a
Happy Dad. Happy Dad.
I'm trying to sell seltzers.
I'm doing my best
Yeah.
here, okay, to sell the fucking spiked seltzers.
Please. Yeah.
And then he asked me some fucking question, and
Which it is kind of funny that like Steve, I guess, doesn't talk that much, so he wasn't saying that much, and then Kyle apparently doesn't always like lead a lot of times with certain people, so he wasn't talking much. So Steiny, according to the video, his explanation, he was like, I was doing my best to like keep it going, and he was trying, and then
he was leading most of that interview, and it always
there
seemed
was a
like
moment
he was
where I was like, am I interviewing y'all?
yeah.
Like, that's the thing, like, so afterwards I hit him up, I was like, yo, should we just scrap it? And then I was just gonna and we can like do it again, and I was gonna say, bring Bradley and Salim, who I have more of a rapport with, and then like, they know my stuff a little bit more, and then we can kind of have some fun.
Even John could have been on the pod as well.
John should have sat down. So I was just gonna say, yeah, we could do it again. And then what I heard was that, but they also were like, hey, we'll edit it and then see what's going on. And I was like, look, it's fine, it's your pod, whatever you want to do. But then what I heard is that Steiny was like, please don't release that podcast. So I think he's acting as if he's like, yeah, let's just have it out there. I think they should release it still.
Yeah.
Like, I just put it out. And I know they're concerned about Steve will do its face because I think he's banned from YouTube. Yeah. But just blur his face. Like, if you blur his face,
sounds like he didn't talk much anyway, so it
in the
sounds
beginning,
like it's mainly you and Steiny.
In the beginning, it was some talking, and I think everybody was like, what is going on right now? Like, I've never seen a podcast. People should see it for what not to do on a podcast. Like, I hope that you can see it. There's a moment where I think we all just take a breath together.
it's just like
there's a moment, where like, it's like, so you have a watch? Cool. What do you tell time with that? Let's take a break. Happy Dad is coming out with a new flavor, Chicken McNugget. We got, it's like, I was like, what is going on right now?
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
This beautiful moment from Seinfeld and Larry
Yes! And he was smart enough to keep it in.
Yeah, well, it's live.
What a genius Seinfeld is.
Larry King Live was the name of the show.
Should we watch it? You've seen this? I mean,
Let's watch it.
Fantastic.
It's so
This
good.
is exactly how I felt, and maybe it went similar.
180 episodes.
You gave it up, right?
I did, sir.
They didn't cancel you. You canceled them.
You're not aware of this?
No, I'm asking you.
You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?
Have I hurt you, Jerry?
I thought that was pretty well documented. Is this still CNN?
Don't most shows go down
I'm
a little?
getting
Most people do also.
Just from watching.
But, yeah, no, I went off the air. I was the #1 show on television, Larry.
You were
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Jewish guy, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay.
75 million viewers last
Okay.
episode.
Boy, you don't
was
take
like
it so
cancer.
bad.
Well, that's the big difference between being canceled and being number one.
We'll be right back.
They cut the
Big movie
commercial.
opens.
Let me just tell you something. I was not that funny.
You know what you and Seinfeld is like? You know how you hate your dad and then you just become your dad?
Yeah, bro.
That's you and Seinfeld.
What are you talking about?
I cannot wait till you guys meet up, dude. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, we have. Didn't go well.
Again.
Yeah, again, second time. Second time's a charm, right, Nelk?
Yeah.
What did you say to him? Do you not know who I am?
No. It was, they said something. I think the question's in there. It's like, it was something like, yeah, so have you ever had a situation where like you like interact with the audience on the fly or something?
Get the fuck out.
I love this, dude.
And it was just like,
I love that.
And I was like, and I think I just went like this. I think I just went, yeah. Yeah, I think it was just like, yeah. And that point, I was like, I think he's trolling.
Yeah, they had to be trolling. It felt
Or
like
you
he was
just
about
very
to do that.
unfamiliar. Because that's the thing, I didn't know. So I chose to be more direct.
Yeah, I like that.
You treated him like he was trolling.
Now I want to see this.
Yeah.
Yes. I do
Because if he says unfamiliar, you'd be softer. But if you think he's trolling, the only way to beat him is to.
And there's a certain level of like, you gotta be at a level to troll. You know, like if Charlemagne is trolling me like that and I'm on the Breakfast Club, it's just a hilarious thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't think anybody has gone further in entertainment with less talent than this kid. So it's like, I'm like, where does he get off trolling? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where does he get off trolling?
Okay.
So that's why I was like, this needs a reaction.
You're gonna mess up your Happy Dad sponsorship, dude.
Word.
You're really gonna mess that up. All that Happy Dad money is going out the drain right now.
Damn.
There's a flavor for you, too.
Damn. What flavor? What would
You're
be
the
the best
comedian,
flavor?
not me. I
I do.
heard you really lost it when they were like, yo, how's your time on Guy Code?
They just read you with Peter. So you went to UCSB. What was that like?
Literally, it felt like that.
Were you the class clown?
Yeah. Honestly, it might have been one of the questions. It was like, hey, ChatGPT, can you give a list of questions for a comedian that you've never seen before?
Yeah.
That was the question. And it's like, let's just not do it.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I'd just rather just not do it.
I want to see it now. Put it out, guys. Put it out.
It's also hilarious because
Yeah.
I think Steiny was trying to keep it afloat.
He
And the
might have
fact
been
that,
genuine.
The fact that he was the one trying and then you just clobbered him.
Yeah,
is so
no,
funny.
he wasn't. I think
That's the funniest
did.
part.
Well, if that's
He's
the
a
case,
fan.
I apologize. If that's the case, I apologize. But he has like an air of inauthenticity to him. So and like it's always hard for me to be around people that are like pretending.
Yeah.
So it's like you know what I mean? Like my knee-jerk reaction to people who are being fake with me is to be like incredibly direct with them so that they have to be real in that moment. You know what I mean? And you know,
He went knee jerk.
if he was doing his best and he was like feeling insecure that the interview wasn't doing that well and like he was
No one's
trying to
talking.
do something,
And I'm the only one
Yeah.
that'll ask questions.
yeah, then I feel bad and I would apologize for it. That being said, it might be consistent to like how he is.
Yeah.
I don't know, just the overwhelming hate for this poor kid. It's just unbelievable. It's like he's like catch me outside or something. Like it's like I'm
baby.
bro. Like maybe it's like it's just great. The video went up and like every comment was like, "Fuck that kid." And maybe he was genuinely trying to keep the interview afloat.
Well, I'm sure you're going to help his PR with your I don't know who's gone further on less talent campaign.
I just believe it. But that's not.
That doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
But it doesn't mean no.
Yeah.
He's socially savvy. I mean, he's gotten to this position, right? Like I think he started out as Steve's assistant, and then now he's on the show, and Steve isn't. Like so, the kid is socially savvy. There's no question to get there. I think I even said that on the pod, but I don't know. Like I don't know.
Would you want it to come out in its entirety, or the way Kyle was saying it was reacting to moments and then discussing them further?
Put it out. Put the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dead air is what you really want. It's the sweet sauce of it.
Yeah.
And it's also fun to watch it from this perspective.
Yeah.
Because if you went into it with the excitement of like, say you're a fan of the Nelk Boys, you're a fan of us, and you're like, oh shit, I want to see Schulz on the show. This is going to be this awesome collaboration of these two people that I'm really into. You're going to be like, this was the worst thing that's ever happened on the internet. But if you go into it going, this is the worst podcast ever, and then it satisfies that, you're like, hell yeah.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
100%. Tour announcements. Long Island. I owe you a show. Pandemic killed our show at the Paramount. Well, you know what? We're making it good. September 13th. We're pulling back up. The pre-sale is up right now, okay? TheAndrewSchulz.com. Use the pre-sale code Andrew. Get those tickets immediately. I don't want any of y'all to miss out. Also, to the good people up in Canada that were not able to get tickets to the Scotiabank Arena shows, I'm gonna be doing the weekend before Niagara Falls, the casino, and then also Windsor, and Niagara Falls. So that's going to be Niagara Falls the 22nd and Windsor, Ontario the 23rd. So TheAndrewSchulz.com, pre-sale code Andrew for those. Those are on sale right now. Also, Ireland, some tickets left. Calgary, some tickets left. TheAndrewSchulz.com for those. We'll see you out there. Peace.
Also, guys, I got some dates to announce. And first of all, again, thank you guys, Houston. I think I said this last week, but we sold out 3 dates for my special taping in September. Thank you guys so much. But in the meantime, this is important. Every Monday in August in New York City, I'm going to be running my special hour to get it ready for September. That is August 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th at New York Comedy Club. You can get your tickets at their website or mine. Also, this week, guys, I'm going to be in Albany, New York on July 20th, South Burlington, Vermont on July 21st. August 2nd, I'm going to be in Omaha, Nebraska. August 3rd, I'm going to be in West Des Moines, Iowa. You can get those tickets and a bunch more dates at akashsing.com. New York Comedy Club. Buy them tickets. I'll see you there.
The funniest shit about the Island Boys is it shows what people are more grossed out by, incest or gay. Because there are comments on the Twitter videos of the Island Boys kissing where people are like, ew! That's gay! It's 2 brothers kissing, yo. Yo, okay, can I just throw this out? Hold on. Is being identical twins not as weird?
I was just thinking this.
Yeah, weird.
Genetics, right?
It's the same genetic.
100% genetical match, like genetic match, completely.
Kissing your brother is like kissing yourself.
No.
Yep.
So they could just
Not
circle jerk each other and it's fine?
A regular brother's 50% genes are the same.
This is 100%.
So they could
That's not incest.
They could circle jerk each other and it's
That's
fine?
a
When he
You
jerks
not jerk
himself
off?
off, he's jerking off his
Do you
brother.
not jerk off?
What about this, Al?
Shit.
Keep that same energy, bro.
I mean,
Keep the same
shit.
energy. What if they kiss? How would you feel about
I already
that?
told y'all about when I had.
Yeah, this is a fire story. Say it again.
So I was dating a twin, right? And I asked her, I was like, yo, have you and your sister ever, hooked up with the same dude? And then she was like, that's incest. And my reaction was, for y'all. That's something you gotta deal with. Talk to God about that for y'all. For me, it's a thrizzy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta have the threesome with them.
But everyone looks at that and they're like, yeah, that's fine. Then they look at this and they're like, gross.
Yeah, you don't get it?
But what is it? Is it the gay or is it the incest?
It's both together.
Well, it depends who you are.
But this is gay incest also, and everyone
can
likes
I just
it.
say something? It depends who you are religiously. Because if you're a devout Christian, incest is okay.
Oh,
Incest is okay. Incest part of it.
that is a good
Wait,
point.
why?
What do you mean? They be
They
fucking
be doing
each
that
other.
shit biblically.
They be
Biblically,
incest, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
son, you was getting in where you fit in, and sometimes where you fit in is the family.
Yeah, it fits perfect.
You know what I mean?
I remember asking one of my teachers, I was like, so Adam and Eve, they had 3 sons, I think, or 2 sons, 3 sons. And I was like, so how did...
I always thought that too, yeah.
And then they were like, well, we don't know exactly how many people, and they had, God works in mysterious ways.
Even scientifically,
thought
if
that.
there's only,
like, what?
unless there was like 10 people that got dropped here or sprang up and they weren't related, there's first man, then there's probably first woman, and then, probably the same. They're probably incestual.
Now, if I was to say, Adam first man, Eve first woman, but then God probably threw down some pussy as well, and some dick as well. I don't think they were all made by Adam and Eve. I don't think we're all direct descendants of Adam and Eve. Well, actually,
But there was a first human.
but someone had to be first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But there
Adam
were
was
also
first.
some Neanderthals out there. We're fucking them.
And also some Yunkai or whatever. What are the big motherfuckers?
What is that?
Kanukis. What are the conspiracy
Are you
theories
talking
called?
about
The
those
giants?
The
Anime
Wembenyamas.
No, the Wembenyamas. No. The giants.
Yeah, the Navinians.
Yeah, something
What's
like
that
that.
shit? Yeah.
There's a name for giants. That's in the Bible, I think, too.
Oh.
Anyway, my point is, if you're a devout Christian, you've read stories about incest.
The Nephilim.
Nephilim.
Yeah.
So you've read stories about incest as just part of it. Like, didn't what's-his-face sleep with his daughters or something?
Starts with a J, maybe?
Go.
Joseph.
Joseph? No.
Not Joseph.
The dude who...
There was a story that I remember being.
Oh, his daughters rape him.
Oh, Moses
Jacob?
maybe?
No. His daughters rape him.
So you
Lot?
should know
Lot.
this shit.
Oh,
Lot.
yeah. Tamar
Lot.
and Lot. Yeah.
How? What happened to
Because
the
you just
information?
learned it.
What
Because you
happened to
just
the
learned it, bro.
information?
You
I
just
didn't-
learned it.
Look, can I tell you
You're
something?
born again Christian.
I didn't
You just
learn
learned it.
I
Yes,
didn't
you
learn
did.
It was given to me. It was given to
In
me.
a
God
book.
gave it to me.
Nah, but
In
you
that
should-
moment,
you
God
should
gave
know
it to me.
this.
No, I learned it mad long
They
ago
were
because I'm a
afraid
real
of him
Christian.
having descendants, so they got him drunk and had
And
sex
they
with him
raped
without
him.
They raped him.
That's Old Testament? or New
Both daughters
Testament?
These are Jew books, bro.
One
You keep
gave
reading your Jew
birth
books.
to Moab, and the other gave to Ammon.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's
So-
Old
so that's
Testament?
why-
If you're Christian,
And
you
Jewish,
can't be that judgmental.
And Jewish, and Jewish, and Jewish.
First of all, you Jewish.
And Jewish.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
Jewish.
You Jewish.
You guys are both way more Jewish.
You off Jewish.
No, I'm
off
Jewish.
Jewish.
No,
You off Jewish.
We're the sequel. We
Nah,
moved on.
you don't- you
We're the
off
spin-off.
Jewish, bro.
We're the spin-off,
Exactly,
bro.
you the sequel.
So wait, hey,
exactly, you the
yeah,
sequel.
Yeah, exactly. Godfather 2, the
You
best
Die
one.
Hard 4.
Godfather 2, bro. Come on.
Listen, if you're
Hard
devout
for humanity.
Jewish,
Let's go.
if you're devout Christian, maybe even Muzzy, you will all believe in these stories. So the incest part should not bug you at all. The only part that should bug you is the hot gay. If the hot gay part is bugging you, is it gay if it's the same genetic
That's a
human
valid
being?
point. That's a valid
Is
point.
it gay if it's the
Fine.
same genetic human
It's
being?
not gay. It's
still
not
got
gay, but it's the
dicks.
worst sin of all. Pride. It's narcissism, bro.
Oh,
He's
interesting.
trying to fuck himself,
Interesting.
and
He's good.
That's
no,
arrogant.
he's cooking.
That's
He's
arrogant,
cooking.
bro.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Straight to
he's
hell.
Cooking. He's
Come on,
cooking.
dude. Can't
He's
be doing
cooking.
that.
Can't do it.
No, we know they're going to hell. We're not debating that.
Portichism.
But here's the question. Let me ask this.
that song.
If you cloned your wife,
Not cheating.
your fiance, smash, is that cheating?
No.
How?
It's a clone.
How?
It's a genetic clone, right?
Yeah, but it's different.
Whoa.
It's different.
Wait,
Whoa.
is my
What a waste of a cheat. Right? You don't be angry at me about this. I could have got a real cheat off.
yeah, that
I
doesn't
cheated
count.
with you. She got all your same moves.
No, we're not cheating. We just.
I was like, how's she gonna catch you?
Thrizzies
No,
all
Thrizzy's
day. All
crazy.
day.
Thrizzy's crazy.
What?
The Thrizzy?
Come on, all day.
That's crazy.
To
bro.
me.
Wait,
You gonna have both of them angry at you? Come on, that's crazy.
would you do a Thrizzy with the clone of yourself?
Nah.
No!
Why
Wait
not?
a minute, would you let your clone smash your fiance?
No.
Hell,
It's
hell
you.
no.
It's you.
Hell no.
It's you, bro.
Is it incest if it's your genetic identical brother?
Yes.
Technically, it's not, yo.
Yes.
Technically, it's no different than
Like,
kissing yourself.
I think it's less
the
weird.
most incest.
It's less weird. Nah, because you jerking off ain't incest.
Exactly. So if he gave you a hand job, that's just a jerk off.
Nah, you can't get jerked off by your genetic
That's a,
clone.
that's a jerk off.
But it's a different person,
Your
bro.
logic is falling apart now. I'm
Wait a
staying
minute,
true.
hold on. It's a different person. Are you trying to say the environment changes it? Are you trying to say a person is dictated by their environment?
Mike.
Oh shit! What happened?
He bailed you out. You lucky.
No, hold on.
No. My mic. Hold on. My mic is.
Hold on. So are you
my
trying
mic,
to
my
say
mic.
a person is a product of their environment? So we have to be careful what we teach these kids in school.
Oh, yeah.
And who reads to them.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
For a second,
yeah.
I thought you were saying drag queens were good. I thought you were saying that for a second, and that's where I was getting freaked out. No, I mean they're two different people. If one of them robs a bank, you can't be like you're both going to jail. No, they're not the same. Two different men.
Exactly. Yep.
They're,
Bang.
we acknowledge
Marcus,
it.
come on,
Let's
bro.
go, Mark.
Esquire. I'm an attorney.
Listen, of course they're two
Fucking gay
different
laws
people.
right here. They just
Nobody's questioning whether they're the same person. Is that what you thought when we were arguing? If they're one human being? They're two different human beings.
So then it's incest.
But
No.
the genetic match.
Genetically the same. Let me tell you something. Is gay?
Whoa! What the fuck is this?
Trying to get the heat off me, bro. This is a deception tactic in court.
Nah.
I've been watching
that
court
ain't
TV all weekend, bro.
Wait, what? What is that?
Maybe I'm a genetic clone with him. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Hold on.
Maybe we're triplets. Let's
Did
go.
he fuck Adam's wife?
Yo,
Hold on.
dude. No, you can't say
But
that,
what's
bro.
going on right
That's
now?
a guy's
Why?
wife, dude.
Yo, take this.
Yeah, why are we looking at that?
Yeah, why
and
we-
why did you know that exists?
I'm just scrolling. Oh shit. Oh, bro, I feel a brick coming. I feel a brick coming.
Yo, they are down bad.
Yeah.
Let's go.
God damn.
You think Epstein got to him? You
That wasn't-
You
pic?
seen those old pictures?
What?
There's a picture of Epstein with 2 young kids. Everybody says it's the Island Boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They are down bad.
No, I think they're being sex trafficked.
Son, just
I'm
put
trying
up.
to figure out when
Son,
they were.
we need Ballard, bro. We need
a
Ballard
song
to
out.
save the Island Boys, yo. Shout out, what's his name?
Oh, Sounds of Freedom.
Sounds of Freedom.
We need Sounds of Freedom to save the Island Boys, bro.
Yeah, dude. Let's go. Oh, yo, why are they closing their eyes? That's kind of gayer to me.
Nah, Blue don't close his eyes.
Bruh.
This is
All right, it took one moment. It took one moment with his eyes, bro.
Don't close your eyes, bro. Or maybe that, I don't know.
very
Maybe that's what it
intimate.
is.
This is wild.
All right, we got to stop this.
I feel
Yeah, we
bad.
gotta
for
stop.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Because they're being sex trafficked.
How
We
you can't
need
be-
Ballard, bro.
Can men get sex trafficked after 18?
Yeah,
How?
that.
they do it. It's very common. Listen, watch Sounds of Freedom. You're gonna know.
They're driving themselves through the sex traffic. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, I don't think there's a ton of traffic for dudes over 18 trying to fuck.
Son, look at that OnlyFans on fire right now.
They're trafficking themselves.
Is
bro.
it on
They're not
fire,
getting that
though?
money, bro.
Is it
They're
on
being
fire?
sex trafficked.
Who's signing up for that?
Oh, I can't believe I
Like,
closed it.
who's signing up for that? Gays like that shit?
I did it for research purposes
Okay,
only
bro.
for this podcast.
Come
I'm
on,
not, I
bro.
immediately canceled my subscription.
You don't have to watch. Just watch the Tom Holland movie. You don't have to watch the
nigga.
Come on,
Son, who
bro.
do you think took backshots better, me or Tom? We should get a back-to-back.
Son.
We really should get a back-to-back. Yo,
The pictures.
I ain't
identical.
moan like that.
Yes,
My man let a fucking
Son.
moan out. I ain't moan.
Son, your toes
Nah,
curl. You could just tell from
I
your
had
face your
sneakers
toes.
on.
Your
I had
toes. You could
sneakers
tell
on.
from your
Yeah,
face.
they were
Like, you
crawling
would
inside.
enjoy it.
Nah, son,
Yeah,
y'all
you-
crazy, man.
Son,
Nah, y'all
your
crazy.
lip was quivering and shit. Like you was really enjoying that shit, son.
Tom
You was taking that shit
was
like
you
a
wa-
champ.
You
too.
wanted it rough. You wanted it
Yeah.
like forceful, but you wanted it. It was weird. It was a
Son.
whole weird
I was
thing.
a
you had.
character, bro.
Nah,
the
that
character
was
was
the
into that
best
shit.
act that I've ever seen.
I just thought it was.
This motherfucker
Yo,
got one line in
Yo,
that
hold on.
movie, but that shit, Oscar.
Nah, that's crazy, bro.
So that's exactly how you look.
No, you
Please
never
pull up
saw
his shit.
dude in me.
Damn,
You never saw dude in me.
Boss, can you try to find that?
Yeah. Hold on.
Son.
You never saw the dude in me.
All right, this is what old Tommy did.
No, but try to find.
Oh, fuck, dude. Come on, Brent. Dude, come on, dude. Why is everything gay now?
Oh,
Oh, you feel the brick coming?
Yeah, dude. I do feel a brick
Nah,
on.
his scene was a little better than yours though. And more intimate, like they locking hands.
Yo,
and shit.
we got it.
well, he's just a better actor. That's all.
Yeah, I know
that
that might be it. You ain't really get into it, bro.
Damn, now they're saying you're not gay enough.
You ain't
dude.
throwing
Son,
back.
yeah.
It's like a
You
Drake
see-
lyric,
How you
dude.
do a
see
gay
Tom
scene
throwing
and
it
a bad
back.
actor?
First they saying I'm gay, then I'm not gay enough. That's
Yeah.
really what they're putting on you right now. You're gonna take that?
I'm not. I mean, if you're gonna be a gay for a role, you might as well be an actor. Yeah, I mean, don't
How
not
many
be
times
into
they
it.
shot that, bro?
Nah, he's one.
How many times
That's
you
one
shoot
take
yours?
Holland right there.
I'm one
Yeah,
take.
Nah.
I let them know. I had them bring the
How many
stunt
times
double
do you
in.
ever do anything in one take?
I let them bring the stunt double in.
Oh, did they?
I did. I was like, nah, you need a stunt double. This shit right here.
I heard you was fluffing him before though. That's crazy.
Nah,
That's
bro.
wild.
Yo.
That's wild. Why he was doing?
He's got nail polish.
He was going
on.
above and
No,
beyond.
it's like, yo, you so
He was
gay,
going
bro.
above and beyond.
At least I was getting paid to be gay. You out here doing it for the love of the game, bro. That
He's
shit's
paying money.
shit,
He's
bro.
paying money to be
That's
gay.
Dude,
real
you are
shit.
paying other people money to make you gay, bro.
That's real
You
shit,
probably
son.
jealous, man. You wish you was up on that wall. You wish you was grabbing
Nah, he
Tom,
wish he was
tripping
putting
Tom
Tom on that wall,
pedicure,
yeah.
manicure. Fuck out of here, bro.
But I don't.
Fuck you, Al. Son of a bitch.
Nah, but we gotta find your picture, please. Can we put that up?
Son, we gotta find it.
Can we put that up?
How that show was so bad they took it away for
I know,
free.
that's crazy.
They made
The
you
show
not
was
gay.
free.
Yeah, you got the reverse Illuminati. How'd that
Yo,
happen?
real talk, they are wiping my gay from the internet.
Thank you.
Shout out you. Shout out Day. Shout out the Days out there,
Yeah,
man.
George Soros. You
You're
gotta
doing
say
some
thanks
bad
to George
shit
Soros.
with the
bro.
vaccines and such, but you're doing pretty good stuff when it comes to me being gay.
Son, when you said they, I thought you meant non-binary people, and I was like, how we come to this?
No, they are there's two days.
Yeah.
They're the people in control of everything and the
People in control of everything.
Y'all not trying to find. What was the name of that movie? We fought this shit.
Here's John.
It was a TV
There's
show.
Johnny.
Oh,
There's
you
Johnny.
gotta find out.
Listen,
we
it was on fuck, what was that shit that got canceled?
Hulu. No, it was Hulu.
No, Hulu bought it. Who bought it? But it was originally for this streaming service. I forgot what it was.
The one that you turn the phone to.
No,
No.
God, what was Quibi?
Quibi.
Quibi.
No,
What a
Quibi, no.
fucking
No.
loser ass project that was.
No, it's for another fucking thing. I forgot what it was.
We're gonna find it. We'll react to that live.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else we got going on,
Watched a
boys?
fire movie this weekend, bro.
What's it?
Oh,
Oh, I heard it was kind of mid.
Yeah, I'm not hearing the best reviews.
Yeah.
you didn't watch it, dude?
No.
Oh, is this our first time talking about it since they've had sex?
Since it's been released, since
I'm-
the video's been
Okay,
released.
here's my thing.
That was an impossible mission right there.
Wait, what was? I can't look and talk about this. Mark, take it down, bro.
CISO.
Oh, CISO, yeah. But Mark, you can keep it up. But you're getting too locked in. You're acting a little homeschooled
No,
right now.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I literally wasn't.
Okay, so
No.
I didn't realize that we haven't done a pod since Lena got twisted in.
Whoa, come on, bro. It's the guy's wife. You can't just say some guy's wife got her guts
I
rearranged.
think you can if he did it, if he orchestrated
Bro,
it.
you gotta be respectful, dude.
Wait.
You gotta be respectful.
Yeah, we can't just say that some girl got fucking.
You can't say no. That's things you can't say. You can't say. You cannot say that, bro.
Wait. Guys, okay. What I'm saying is we have to be respectful here. We can't.
This is
just-
the man's wife.
Listen.
Someone we know, friend of the show.
Exactly. It's a
Yeah.
friend of the show. We cannot talk about how Alexander the Great expanded the Macedonian Empire.
No, you can't say that.
Wait. No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You gotta be respectful, dude.
Yeah.
You can't say she got a katana to her fucking belly. You can't say it.
Yeah. But for real though, how do we describe how Jason Love put the bone in Bonaparte when
You can't say that.
we
dude.
can't talk about that?
You can't. You just
Okay.
have to respect it for what it is. It's just
Can we
art.
talk about her being an absolute champion? Yo, this is what I hate. Like, what was going?
do you hate? Tell us what you hate.
No, the internet. Like, the expectations were way too high. That like, who was mid that
You
week?
thought she had a 25-inch dick?
Sorry, can I just have a sentence? I mean, Jesus, you don't even know what I'm going to say. You don't even know what I'm going to say. What I'm trying to say is that weekend they called Barbie mid.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah.
She's, like I've said in the past, only mid in Russia. Outside of Russia, this is one of the most beautiful women
Stunning.
on the planet Earth. They called her mid. Listen, if you were being called mid the same week that the internet calls Margot Robbie mid,
Yeah.
take that with a grain of salt. Take that with a grain of salt. Do you know what I mean? Or a pillar or so. What did Lot take?
Yeah.
Was it a pillar?
Yeah, he took a whole pillar.
He
or
took a
something.
pillar. Take that shit with a pillar if you need to as well, while we're being biblical on the pod.
Yeah.
My point is, come on, man. Like, Margot Robbie mid a sex scene where Lena is taking an absolute.
He's thinking about his performance. He's like, wait a minute, if that's mid, what am I doing?
Wait, but they called her mid, or they called the
whole
video
thing by
mid.
both of them mid.
The whole
thing by
video
both.
mid.
I don't watch porn, so maybe I'm off here. Like, what are we expecting? What are we expecting to happen? Like, the dick went into the pussy, right?
This is how you know
Okay.
porn's too crazy.
What do we need?
People
here?
are like, oh, she wasn't a sister of a brother that was a boss of someone.
Son,
like,
can I tell you
You need
something?
porn to be too crazy now.
Academics
Just need porn to be
responding.
Christian. It's a bunch of incest.
Bro, academics responding, or not watching live the porn and doing the play-by-play as if it was a boxing match was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
So good,
She's
dude.
getting dizzy. The ref might have to come here and stop it. Bro, what? Can we play that? It
might
was
need to, bro.
fucking incredible.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. In the
Anyway.
meantime, though, I saw this fire ad in Brooklyn, speaking of the Barbie movie. That's the whole billboard,
Oh, yeah.
the whole block.
I
sent
know
that in the
all
group
about
chat.
it.
You
A
did?
month and a half ago.
Did you really?
There's some graffiti right to the right of that truck.
Yeah, why is it all white?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Not
It just seems like a smudge.
has anything to do with me.
Graffiti artists would do that.
This is how you know we're not the only ones, though. That's it right there,
Yeah,
bro.
they're
I'm actually really happy to see that foot fetishing, which is disgusting to call it a fetish, it's the most normal thing in the universe, has become popular. I'm happy that all these other people can now embrace what they've always loved for so long.
But they put it in like
You know who
Bushwick,
says the
Brooklyn.
same thing, pedophiles.
Say again?
They say the same shit.
Say the same thing about what?
With that movie that's up.
Wait, they like Barbie?
No, the other movie.
Sound of Freedom?
Yeah, there we go. They're like, they're happy that it's being
No, the
normalized.
whole movie's
and
about
shit like-
pedophiles being brought to
He's too
justice.
No.
You have to play into the stupidity because
People who like
Let him
are
try
stupid.
Let him try to.
They put this fucking billboard
You
out.
almost tried to make
Call him
some
gay.
sense
Call
out
him
of
gay.
it.
Call him gay.
But you just gotta go with the stupid.
I gotta
and eventually
let him get it
you
off.
get to land.
I gotta let him get it off.
That's a good point, Al.
Yeah, there you go. Good point, Al. Good point.
That's a great point.
Call him gay. Yeah.
He thought he had a good one too. I know he thought he had a good one because he goes like this. He looked into the can. He goes like this. He goes, yeah, pedophiles feel the same way.
He pulled a Jim from the office.
That was me trying to think, like, how do I tell this shit? Nah, but y'all weird for that. Y'all weird people.
Nah, y'all like it, man. It's all good. Don't worry. Y'all gonna get there one day. It is what it is. Like Christianity, you fight now. Do you know what I mean?
But they put it in bushwick.
Look
They
to the
put it
camera
in
now.
deep bushwick.
You fight now, but one day you gonna need us. You gonna need the good Christians and Muslims too.
Bro, I can't find his Akademiks video. Sorry, DJ.
Fuck you.
I know. Oh wait. Well,
I posted it on Twitter. Anywho, so what do we think? What do we think? How much do we think they make it? I think that's really what it comes down to.
That's what we need to know. That's what the internet needs to know.
Yeah, what? I think they charge too little. I thought it was $5 or some shit.
Son, I saw the website is 75% off. I was like, you can't get your wife fucked and then give a discount. This is my wife. We're raising the rates here.
It's Black Friday.
That was good. Come on, you gotta get back. Come on, give him
That was
some.
great.
Was it Black Friday?
No, dude, you. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck, man?
I was about to say that was like a fucking unbelievably.
I'm stupid.
No,
I'm stupid.
it's already hilarious, but I thought it was as well, and I was like, Jesus, Mark, that's fucking genius.
The best movies come out on Thanksgiving, bro. That's what it is. That's
When
why
is Black Friday?
The day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh wow, we didn't. We
Yeah, keep trying.
We don't.
Put the spinning lights up.
Listen. I want to get back so bad. I want to get back
that was
so
crazy.
bad.
That was
I
crazy.
thought, why is it crazy? I thought
It's
he
July.
did it. I'm not a Christian. Me and my Muslim brothers do not celebrate that. Listen, I'm Orthodox.
It's not religious, yo. It's a shopping day.
You know what I realized though?
He's still trying.
You know what I realized? What I say there was that wrong. I don't understand. Because I
Black
got
Friday
the
is
month
a
wrong?
day of sales after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, okay.
It's got nothing to do with religion.
You're like
It's
so
common
far
knowledge, yo.
Oh, I don't know. No, Black Friday does have to do with religion. That's when Jesus died, and then he rises 3 days later.
Okay, he's trying. He's trying. He's trying. I got it.
I didn't know. I didn't know what he was saying. I thought I might be
But
wrong.
it is on the Friday, right?
It's Good Friday.
But it is on that Friday, right?
That's Easter.
It's before Easter. It's 3 days before Easter, bro.
Isn't Sunday, Saturday?
It's Good Friday. His point. It's Good Friday.
But it is the same Friday or no?
That's what I gotta do. To get out of a stupid comment, just get stupider.
You gotta kill a story for the story.
I know you gotta kill a story for the story. I'm gonna try that shit. I'm gonna try that shit.
Watching you figure this out is crazy.
I'm confused here.
Okay.
gonna try that.
Good Friday
Yeah.
is when Jesus died.
Yeah.
That's in April. That's a religious day. That's Good Friday.
Oh, Sunday.
And there's no
And
sale.
Easter Sunday is the day he came back 3 days later. This is religion.
Okay.
Now,
It was
on a
supposed to be
very
5 days,
different
but they
note,
took 20
the day after Thanksgiving, consumers.
Oh, Thanksgiving got nothing to do with Jesus, bro. Hey, did y'all know this?
This is crazy.
Hey, did y'all know that Easter and Thanksgiving are different? Hey, and do you know what's even crazier? None of them are in July. hey. Neither of those holidays are now. I just want to let everybody know in case y'all were buying your turkey.
You're the most religious person ever, bro. You think every holiday is for Jesus. I respect that.
I'm Orthodox.
What'd you think 4th of July was?
I mean,
Jesus' Independence
no,
Day.
that's when the 4 horsemen came.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's what the fourth. That's when the 4 horsemen came. For real, 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
That was the gender reveal.
I got one too.
Oh, you shit your pants.
Let it
Oh, you
out.
shit
Let it
your
out.
pants.
I didn't shit my pants. My poops are back.
No, you shit your pants.
That was wet. That was wet. That was wet.
Right over
That
here.
look.
You guys don't think that I did shit my pants. Okay. So anyway, how much do we think that they made?
I think they cleared $1 million.
I mean,
That's it.
Yeah.
But their name is everywhere.
Not that much people. care.
Oh, okay, good. They got brand equity.
Yeah.
We didn't make money, but we got brand
show.
equity.
I don't know.
I mean, as it stands right now, I mean, I purchased it because I'm not going to steal from the friend of the show.
We should donate, honestly.
But it is on Spank Bang right now for free.
Yeah.
That's the thing, yo. How did you not?
I mean, that shit was on Twitter for free.
But I'm assuming that's a commercial and they're not really going after it to try to get people into plug talk, get them into all that shit. I think a lot of people watched it. I mean, I wonder how many views this has right now. But you could tell. I can't see that shit.
I mean, this is crazy.
So if you guys don't know what Plug Talk is basically a show that they do where Lena and Adam will interview a porn star and then they will fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Because what we want from porn actresses is their life story.
It makes you not want to jerk off a little.
Exactly.
That's like getting a horny on September 12th. What the fuck is that, dude? Listen to that sad ass thing.
Yeah, it gets a little dark.
But I guess that is part of what they were doing. They had to make 10 million. I mean, like, no?
I don't think.
I don't know, man. That's the thing.
How many people have to buy it for 10 million? What's the math?
How much was it? $5?
Come on, dude.
I know, I should know this. 20,000 would be 100,000, so that'd be 200,000 at $5 a piece to get $1 million.
It's
So-
2 million people.
2
2
million people.
million people would need to
10
pay
million.
$5 each.
They did not.
Wow. Now, I guess the idea is that you subscribe and you
And
stay
you forget.
subscribed
And you forget.
and you forget.
That's, I think, that.
So maybe the idea is like, if it's such a small number, I won't even go back and look at it. If it was $25, immediately.
Canceling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I think like $1 million probably.
Not worth it.
But
Yeah, not worth it.
yeah, not worth it.
What dollar about?
That's the thing. Nobody wants. Listen, you're the only one who's not married, so you can say
It's the same
what
shit,
you
no,
would
no.
for your wife because you don't have a wife yet.
Fuck out of here.
Okay, what dollar amount?
Fuck out of here. We could ask Dove.
Oh yeah, Dove. How
very
much?
good.
How much for someone to turn your wife's guts into lasagna? What is the price point?
And is it more or less than for you to be gay?
No, I'm not on this. You guys do it. You guys.
We
are
have
married.
wives, bro. We can't answer this question.
Why not?
You got this. You have a
because we
hypothetical
actually
wife.
have wives. We're not going to put a number on our wife's head.
Yeah.
But
We
he did.
respect women.
Yeah, but it's different.
But he
They're in-
did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's wild. He's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dove, for real.
Dove, why is this a problem for you?
Come on.
You have no one.
Priceless.
Jesus Christ, that shit made me feel lonely.
Yeah. Can you try that again? That was too mean, I think. Can you just try it a nicer way?
Why do you say that?
Yeah.
Why you hate Dove like
We'll
that?
edit it and then try it a nicer
I
way.
just don't like that he's putting up this fight for this imaginary
know.
thing.
Why?
It's,
'Cause
it's
this
hypothetical
imaginary thing's
entity.
going to exist in.
Yeah, but then you say, hey, I didn't know you at the time. It's obviously
Exactly.
very different.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love
much
you.
higher number.
I didn't know what love
Love
was.
is priceless. I don't care about how much money. Never.
That's a valid answer.
Yeah.
That's
You just
beautiful.
answered it like that. That's all you got to say. Miles,
Point.
you don't feel like you're that principled.
No, I didn't want this to turn on me. Let's not do this.
No, Miles, what's the number?
Love is priceless, Dove. Love is
Don't.
priceless.
Now you're just a copycat.
Come on. What's your number?
I don't have a number that my wife would get rinsed out, bro.
How much? Okay, how much for a guy to shit in your wife's mouth?
That's more logical.
Oh, I got a number for that.
What's the number? What's the number?
Okay.
I don't know. I don't.
Wait a minute.
Al, what you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say let's start small. Like, what's the number for a guy to kiss your wife?
I don't.
With his dick in her pussy.
No. See, you take it too far. You always
come on.
jump too many steps.
Just a kiss.
Yeah.
Just the Island Boys. Island Boys
do
pecs.
He takes off her dress now. Come on, Miles.
No, none. I wouldn't play.
I think you would go for a kiss. Just a guy kissing.
Nah, Dove wouldn't.
What if she was an actress?
Never.
$1 billion. $1 billion.
All right, we're talking.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, $1 billion a kiss with tongue.
I mean, you got to get in there, girl. Like you got to fuck.
There we go.
$1 billion kiss
See,
with
at
tongue.
least he's
Okay.
being real.
We're on the
And it's a
board.
question.
We're on the board.
What?
Have you talked about that, or what? Would you ever kiss a woman in a film?
Oh, he flipped it on you.
I
Nice,
can't. I
bro.
cannot.
Dove. There you go,
That's
Dove.
crazy.
Talking about
let's go
yeah.
Sex scenes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he already has.
Intimacy coordinator
Yeah.
on set?
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
Ralph, is this too hard for you? No.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, would I do? Yeah. Why not? I mean, it's gonna piss my wife off, but yeah, of course. I mean, I'd piss her off, but she'd probably like it not to be that. You know what I mean? But
you're
yeah,
an
if the girl's hot, if she's an ugly fucking oaf, then no. I'm gonna say I have to respect my wife. You know what I mean? But like,
it's gonna make you uncomfortable.
I think it's supposed to be flipped
right there. It was.
I'm not gonna do it a fat ogre, right? You know what I mean?
What if you were like had to, or you couldn't do the movie, and it's with your hero, and you had to suck a hot girl's toe?
Wait. As part of the movie, or just what is this? What is this?
As a part of the movie.
Yeah.
You gotta do a Tarantino.
Are you threatening him with a good time?
I'm
I don't
just saying
understand what's happening.
Because maybe I don't know.
Yeah. I'd have to suck a hot girl's toe.
Yeah, like liquor going down her foot, like
But
Tarantino.
I wouldn't do that. I'm not into that. I don't want to suck it. I'll kiss it a lot.
But would you have?
I'll kiss it a lot. I'll cover it in smooches and kisses. I'll do that. I'll cover it in smooches and kisses.
Would you
I'll
give it a
definitely do that.
butterfly kiss?
No, I've definitely covered it in smooches and kisses and then rub my fingers in between the toes where the webbing is.
Oh, God.
I'll do that. Like, I'll definitely do that.
You said webbing. Don't say webbing.
I'll definitely dap it up and snap one time with a foot. I'll definitely do that. Cultural purposes only. Yeah.
That's cool.
For a movie, obviously.
If you had to.
Yeah, but not if it's some orc bitch fuck. You know, I'm not gonna do that. That'd be disgusting. So I won't do that.
Oh, you could just have your girl be a stunt double for the actress, and then everyone wins.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, everyone.
My wife is more private. She's more private.
No, that'd be better. That'd
But
actually
I'm
be
also
better.
not against stunt doubles. So if you want to get some more stunt doubles in on the action, do you have an identical twin? Yeah, I don't know. What would you got? Would you not do a kiss scene?
No, I would. I did.
Yeah, Mark did. I'm so glad you said it.
For like a fucking indie movie?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cheating, dude.
Dude, this is my love
Dude, if it's
interest.
not, no, that's cheating.
My love
son.
interest, dude.
What a great loophole that is.
Oh my
my love
god,
interest.
dude.
Dave, I have
You're
to
a
happen after
fucking
you were married?
cheating.
No, I was dating. This is in college.
Oh, I don't count.
Oh, you're dating her?
I'm married to my wife, dude.
No, you're dating her, or you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend.
We were dating in college.
No, what does that mean?
I mean,
Were you
were
in a
always
relationship?
Yeah, we were.
You're in a
Boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay, you're together?
In college,
And you
yes.
cheated on her for your dreams of fame and success?
Dude, yeah. I had to do it for the scene. How do we know if the two characters even like each other?
Fucking Adam 21 right here. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
Okay, was
bro.
she hot?
Yeah.
Miles?
He defiling the sanctity of your.
Yeah. I mean, my girl's way harder, dude. Way, like, not even close, like, way harder. But this girl wasn't, she was fine. But my girl's way harder.
Did you get bricky?
I felt a brick.
No, you didn't.
Like a mild Lego brick. It was a Lego brick, but it was a brick, dude.
Did you really get a brick?
No, I was so
how
nervous.
crazy was the scene?
It was terrifying.
Can I tell you something why it is cheating for sure?
No, it's not.
I did
Actually, no, you can't tell me.
Yeah,
I
it's
did an
terrifying.
NYU
You didn't make
movie.
no money from it.
Like a college movie or whatever. And the girl was the director and she casted me.
Yeah.
And in the movie, I had to hook up with somebody else or something. Oh no, this story's falling apart.
Oh, fuck, that was a dude. I forgot.
No.
I don't think you can tell.
No, I can't. I had to hook up with this girl in the movie, but like I'd walk in the door and like pick her up and like grab her, and then we were like kissing and put her on the kitchen island and shit. It was pretty intense. And then the director reached out to me to suck my dick. This fucking woman, bro.
Really?
This fucking woman.
You're just bragging now.
Dude,
That's
can you
bragging.
believe the fucking chutzpah?
He too.
Balls.
He too,
He
bro.
too. She saw me just get into the role and throw this broad up on the fucking tiled island, tonguing down.
Yeah, Island
and she
Boyz.
got so fucking turned on, she wanted that shit. And then she sucked my dick, bro. That's crazy,
The nerve,
dude.
bro.
That's crazy.
The nerve.
And what'd you do? You denied it, so you know?
I was like, whoa.
He wanted to get another role, bro.
Dude, what is happening? This won't affect our professional relationship at all, will it? And she was like,
Was she a good director?
yeah, she was great.
Was she more of like a key grit?
No, she was fine. But
Great.
yeah, I agree. I realize now after telling that story, it has nothing to do with you cheating.
Yeah, it sounds
on
like you
your
were
wife.
just bragging. It sounds
Yeah,
like
I thought that she was also in the movie, and then I realized it was a totally different girl, which made it even more abusive to me.
Are you traumatized from it?
I'm a little
That
like
is
now,
abuse, I think.
don't trust directors, dude.
That is abuse.
I don't trust him, bro. I don't
wow.
trust him. That one guy who gave me the role in the movie and then made me fucking gay out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Fucking
the same one he pinched your butt, right?
No, that's a different. I've just been abused.
damn.
Yo, I'll be honest. Thank God I was old enough to choose to be gay in Hollywood, because if I was just a young kid, 100% they're diddling kids in Hollywood. 100%.
Sound of Freedom in
Sound of
theaters
Freedom
this
is
week.
right, dude.
Come on, check it out.
I mean, if I just look at the moments I've had in Hollywood and the percentage of gay shit that's happened to me that wasn't supposed to, and I don't even want to act. Imagine you wanted to. Imagine you're like, I'm dedicating myself to it. Bro, I got that sitcom, and then the guy calls me, and he goes, yo, you gotta be gay, or your character's gay. And I was like, what? Think about that, bro.
Was there any party that was like, I'm just not gonna do it?
No.
Immediately.
Voluntarily.
Not at all,
No,
dude.
immediately I
I've
was
never
like,
seen
why?
him more excited for a role in my life. Can I be honest with you?
Snap call.
I don't wanna
I
act.
remember this.
I don't want to act, but the guy calls you and tells you got to be gay. Yeah, sign me up.
Can I tell you what the guy said? I go, what? And then he goes, and I swear to God, I've told you guys this before. And he goes, yeah, but you're not. He says that. He goes, yeah, but you're not. And I go, what do you mean? Like, he goes, yeah, he doesn't even really know he's gay. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then it's like, yeah, you're not gonna see, blah, blah, blah. And then I walked in, there was some fucking crazy scene. And I was like, nah, that's not happening. There was one scene where like, yeah, basically we want you walking into the back room with 4 dudes. And I was like, no. I was like, no. I was like, where's this in the script? I was like, why are you fucking gaying this up for no reason? Like, what's going on? And then he's like, in the bathroom scene, he's like, yeah, the guy did this. And I was like, nah.
And you didn't do the scene with 4 dudes, right?
No, I said no.
What bothered you? They cut away from it too quickly? Or what was it that bothered you?
Give me a
about it?
line at least. Can I have a line? It was just weird. Like, I thought that to be honest with you, and I said it to them, I was just like, you're just making the character gay for like diversity, because the shit takes place back in the day where white people didn't hang out with black people.
And you're like, just make me black.
Make me black.
And then it can be diverse. I don't have to be gay.
Come on, bro.
Please.
Make me black.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it'd be a better movie.
I understand why you were so
They
upset.
gave one guy a crutch, bro. They gave one guy the palsy to make it more diverse, but keep him white.
The junior? He gave him the wall?
They gave him wall!
That's crazy.
But not in the voice. But they gave him crutches, and he would walk into the writer's room.
And he
like,
fucked you?
whoa. Say what?
Is that the guy you had sex with?
No. My guy was a street dude.
He likes it rough. You know, like a
No,
rough
but I really do not understand why you were so upset. When you was saying like they only want to hire gay people, they wouldn't hire a straight white male. You remember when you were complaining about that shit?
Yeah.
Like, I understand.
Because they made it gay a week before we were filming.
That's the annoying thing, though.
Gangbang.
They don't actually want gay people.
That's why that was stupid. I was like, if you want to make a gay story, have a gay story, show what happens to gay people, tell that. That's cool. That's
Have a gay
awesome.
person, cast them.
Cast a
There's
gay
some
guy,
gay actors.
or don't cast a gay dude, but tell a gay story. I don't care. Acting's acting. I don't think you need the fucking crippled, retarded guy to play Walt Jr. Like, this is acting. We can act these roles. But at least let the story be from someone who's authentically gay or authentically fucking trans or authentically black, whatever. When you just sprinkle that shit on top, that's when you're just abusing it. You're using it to pacify the people who are saying Hollywood's not diverse, and it still ain't. You know? I mean, I play that role way better than any gay guy could. We know that for a fact. We know that for a fact.
Very method.
Yeah. You know?
Damn.
All I'm trying to say is if that happened to me, imagine what's happened to the children's.
Yes. To the kids.
Think about the children's, bro. You don't think that,
true, bro.
what's his name, Macaulay Culkin? Oh, Miles, come on, bro. I just saw Miles smell his armpit.
God damn it, dude.
So you know that shit is crazy. You know that shit is crazy.
Don't put this on me,
If you
bro.
smell some shit where you the only one around,
I thought
it's
Mark
you.
was stinking it up over here,
All right,
so I had
fair.
to say
How
this
far
me.
am I?
What's up, you weak dick Donnies? We need to get you right. You got to get yourself some Blue Chew. Why? Because your dick game's not as good as it could be. Even if you think it's good, it could be better. Nobody's perfect. Ask Adam22. Anyway, point is, you need to get Blue Chew, and you can get your first shipment for free if you use the promo code Flagrant. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. That's it. So you go to BlueChew.com, use the promo code Flagrant, and you can have the best dick of your life. And ladies, you could receive the best dick of your life, or fellas, if you're into that kind of thing, you could receive the best dick of your life from your lover. All I'm telling you is if you have a penis and want to use it better, you need Blue Chew. So, again, BlueChew.com, promo code Flagrant, completely free for your first shipment. You just got to pay $5 for shipping and handling. Now let's get back to the show. Also, guys, here's the deal. We already know that Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, and you don't get that way by sucking. You know that they have a proven track record of fighting for people with over $15 billion recovered for their clients. And we know submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is free and easy. You just do it online. But did you also know that they are the official law injury firm provider of the UFC? And to show that they really are for the people, they are giving one lucky winner $2,000 and 2 tickets to UFC 292 to see Sterling and O'Malley go at it in Boston. That's right, they're not fucking around, they're giving away these tickets. So entering to win is easy. Just like submitting a claim, actually. Just go to morganufc.com/flagrant. That is morganufc.com/flagrant for your chance to win $2,000 and 2 tickets to UFC 292 in Boston. And here's a disclaimer I have to read. No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents of the 48 contiguous United States and D.C. who are 18 and over. Sweepstakes ends August 4th, 2023, so hurry up. For entry and official rules, visit morganufc.com. That's MORGANUFC.com. Let's get back to the show.
Yo, you don't think Macaulay got diddled it up?
What? Yeah.
People act like it's Michael Jackson's the only one that did it. He was destroyed by Hollywood, not Michael Jackson.
Or both.
Or both. But the fact that there is no onus on Hollywood at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's all on the dead guy. Yeah. Oh, he's not here, so we don't know what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to you about this on the phone, but like, I've spoken to directors and they've said this about great actors. They're like, they're boring. I go, what do you mean? Like, I've heard people say this about like some of the most famous fucking actors. They're like, yeah, there's boring. There's nothing inside. And I go, what do you mean directors saying this? He goes, that's the brilliance. They can fill themselves up with anything, but they're really empty. Like when you go out to dinner with them, they're just boring. But they can put whatever they want in there and then become that. And it is like a miracle watching them do it. And I was thinking, I was like, yo, I wonder if this is why Hollywood actors, when they get political, become these stereotypes of political people, because they're just filling themselves. Yeah, they're filling themselves with it. And you see it on both sides, right? You see like the super left-wing people, they just become these archetypes of what a liberal person is, saying all the same, sentences, saying all the same beliefs, etc. They're just regurgitating the same thing. And then when they are on the right, they do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
They are just playing that role. And I thought, okay, that's as an adult, that's what you do. And maybe as an adult, you can handle some of these more difficult roles. But if you're a kid and you're inserting these roles into this kind of empty vessel, and that's what makes this young kid a really good actor.
Formative years.
In formative years, like you're on fucking Law and Order playing this kid that was raped. Hey, imagine what it's like being fucking raped and you're 7 years old. Like that's criminal to do. And like, what are the effects of that on a kid's psyche? Like, of course they're all fucked up. Of course they're all wonky. Of course they're fucking on drugs or like suicidal and shit when they get older.
What about the kids who play like Disney characters? Like Disney's very protective of that brand. You're not going to be doing any wild shit whatsoever.
I mean, yeah, Disney's different, but like Dan Schneider, remember that whole shit?
He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, but then he was with Nickelodeon, so it was different. But like, there's all this like weird shit. Like,
there are these videos he had Ariana Grande doing that are like fucking weird. You know? Just
was she
weird.
Nickelodeon or?
She was Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, yeah. But it's
And-
like weird shit, and I'm like, maybe I don't know where it happens, but if it happens with Nickelodeon, I'm like, that's a big brand, and he was like one of the main guys there, and like, there's weird stuff in the movies, and then there's people off that talked about it. I think the girl from iCarly talked about it. I don't want to put it on her if she didn't, but yeah, like just creepy, insane shit with the kids.
That's the thing. Like, we say it, and I'm obviously joking around, but like in my very limited experience in TV or filmmaking, I was put in multiple situations, thrown at me, not really sure, that were kind of weird. And I'm an adult, so I don't give a fuck. And it's like, yeah, I do want to be in this movie, and I think that's what you're supposed to do in a career. Or I want to be in this TV show, that whatever. Yeah. And I think that's what you're gonna do, but I don't really need it that much. But imagine you're like, the only way I'll be able to make it, I'm out here, I'm sleeping in my car, is if I get on this show. And then they ask you to do a little bit of a weird thing, which we know for a fact that they do, because they did it to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not like some victim, I don't give a fuck. Like it was, yeah, okay, the character gay, whatever, I don't care, I'll do it. But imagine acting that out of a kid or these other people. They're doing it in a fucking
And for the
heartbeat. They're not
kids,
even thinking about it.
Kids think about this. Their parents are probably encouraging
Telling them to do it.
To do it the whole, not even just in that moment, all the way up through the auditions and everything. Oh, we got to get this. This will be so great. So when you're in that moment, even if the parents aren't there to say, "Hey, go do it," which they probably would be, you're like, "Well, they put a lot of pressure on me to get this opportunity.
Yeah.
I can't fuck it up."
Also, you're saying parents, like, I think a lot of these kids are probably come from, like, single-parent households.
100%.
Like,
yeah.
that's from the scandal in Boston with all the priests that were fucking all the kids. They would, like, selectively
They know
go
exactly who
for
to go
kids
for.
that didn't have, like, a dad.
Yep.
And they had a mom that was working a lot, and they were like, "Hey, just be around the church. You can be altar boy. We'll give you structure."
Yeah, that shit is sick.
It's even more insidious because they're going after the most vulnerable kids.
Yep.
And I think that's
And
what's
then
happening with this.
with the church example, I'm not even just saying this pick on you, God. You're giving them God.
Yeah.
Like the most powerful,
Yep.
the most salvation-giving thing on earth, and then you're just fucking ruining them like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, it's so fucked.
And it's happening with these people where it's like, yo, you can set your family up for life. Your mom worked so hard, but what if she didn't have to work?
Yeah.
All you got to do is just hang out with me and not tell anyone.
Your mom probably been
Kitty
like,
fucking still going on in the church? Or did they, like, stop
I
it?
think it's still going on.
Yeah, I mean, they try to stop it, but like, evil people try to get into
I mean,
everything.
you'll hear
I just
little
would
things.
feel like there would be more eyes on it now.
Oh, there are. It's harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's much harder.
And I think parents are much more like observant with their kids. Like my mom specifically was like, "You can't be an altar boy."
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And like we were so involved with the church, but she was like, "Yeah, no."
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
So
Shout out
I
to
think
your
more
mom.
parents are being observant, but like,
Yeah.
like Boy Scouts are still getting diddled. Students are still getting diddled by the teachers. Like,
I mean, horrible people exist in all avenues.
and
of
they're
life.
gonna find positions of power to fucking exploit.
Yes, especially if those positions of power are. I don't want to say it's easy to be a priest, but like, it's harder to run Amazon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, or it's harder to become the top exec for Pixar or something like
you
that.
get God's authority, and you could probably get some access and power within like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. And you're infallible. No one's really gonna come looking for you.
Yeah.
Maybe now it's different.
And you already not following the rules, so the rules don't really bother you that much. Like most people don't want to be a priest because like I don't get no pussy. I gotta sacrifice all these things. I gotta do. Wow, that's a lot to give up. But if you know that you're going into it for nefarious reasons, right? You're like, well, I'm not gonna give up that other shit anyway.
Yeah. I will say it actually probably. I think it's gone down at least personally because like when I was going to Bible study a lot more in high school, I would hang out with priests. I would hang out with Father Ben, and I would do like a confession with him, and he'd be like, let's just like walk around the church or whatever. Like let's just be outside. Because he was like, this, like, it's just a weird dynamic if like we're alone private. I was like 17 at the time. But he's like, it just isn't good for
The church.
like optically. Like I just would be more comfortable if we're just out in public.
Yeah.
And I just think more priests are doing that. Where it's just
I think he thought you wanted to.
Yeah, I know.
well, how do I give off? How do I give off?
I don't be alone with this
How do I
motherfucker.
give off that vibe?
Damn,
How do I give off that vibe?
Right?
Am I
17, you
flirty?
still going on one-on-one
I'm not flirty.
Get close.
Now
I'm
he
not
was too
flirty.
curious. He's like, why this motherfucker asking me all these questions, bro?
I'm not that flirty.
Why are
bro.
you still in Bible study 17?
Father
One-on-one
Ben,
tutoring
I'm
and shit?
studying. I'm
So
studying.
you play baseball, Father Ben? What's that like? You're a really fast pitcher? I'd like to be your catcher.
I'm just saying, dude. I wouldn't go for him. I don't think I would.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Did you try
yeah,
to be a Nickelodeon kid?
No, God, no.
No? Oh, good. Because I
Nah,
figured
his mom
everybody
would let
in
that shit happen.
Orlando
Nah.
tried.
His mom would let
wants to
that
be
shit
part of the
Yeah, Mickey Mouse
there-
Club and shit.
But there's another perfect example where like when there is an industry that is so dominant in the town that you live in, it's no different than like Alabama, Tuscaloosa with like football.
Yeah.
Right. Like when one industry dominates the city, it's very hard not to get caught up in that and not to be like, yeah, I would like to be on Disney. I would like to be in the movies. Or when you're in LA growing up, you're like, I would like to be part of this industry because the whole hierarchy and power structure of the people that live in this city is driven toward this one thing.
Yeah.
The most important people are in that industry,
They
so that
value
must be
this.
the most important thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Hollywood is this organization to fuck children or like drink their blood or whatever the conspiracy theorists think. But I do think 100% that some horrendous stuff is happening when people have tons of power and there are people that are desperate around those people with power. Because
Dude, I was
the
rereading-
abuse is just so easy at that point, right? Like,
I was rereading The Godfather, and then there's a scene with the producer, and in the book, I think they left this out of the movie, but in the book, the producer that they cut the head off, whatever, leaving his, he is like, they show like a girl coming in. They talk about a girl going into his office and then walking out and like walking differently. And then the mafia guy's like, oh, that's despicable, infante, whatever the fuck. What they're talking about in the 60s is happening. So they're talking about it in a book in the 60s. They're still talking about it now. It's happened. It's not like just some Hollywood trope that was in the background for 50 years.
Yeah. Are you going to see The Sound of Freedom?
Oh, no. I'm not against it, but
That's something you wait to come to a streamer.
yeah, like I'll see it when it's streaming. Like, like
I don't know if that's IMAX. You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah,
wanna,
but that's a good.
I don't know if you need to be IMAX.
That's
I
a-
can smell the rape. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's on TV. I got nothing else to do. It's already on. Let's just sit here and see if it's good.
Yeah.
Going to buy. It's making money, but apparently people are like, saying, I don't know, man. That's the thing. If you get people,
it's got good reviews though. The Rotten Tomatoes and shit.
yeah, but people are like buying 4 tickets and then just giving them away. That's part of their marketing campaign. Like Hollywood doesn't want this movie to succeed, so you have to make it succeed, which is brilliant.
That is
I mean, these
brilliant,
guys are just.
Oh, they've
fucking
politicized the
smart.
movie in a great way.
Yeah.
And like all the political figures are rewarding that politicization of it.
Yeah. Because it all feeds into their narrative too.
Exactly,
If
yeah.
you give people a boogeyman and make them buy, I mean, they'll buy whatever the fuck.
Also, if you can be heroic, like you're heroic for seeing this movie.
Yeah.
And continuing to promote it.
And it's the perfect movie because not only is it against left-wing ideals, it's also
Why is it against
about
left-wing
pedophilia.
ideals?
I don't know. The left doesn't want this movie to succeed. Oh, because Jim Caviezel is a polarizing guy, and I think the director has espoused QAnon beliefs.
I think the criticism of the movie could come from the fact that the girl that it's based on, and again, who knows? I think Vice wrote an article about this or something. There's no from this reporter, and you know how biased fucking Vice is, but from this reporter, they're saying that there was really no connection, at least in the case, or from the girl mentioned in the case between her and Tom Ballard's group. Whereas in the movie, it seems as if he is the one who frees her.
Yeah.
Where the girl, I guess, was liberated here in New York. And when she was a little bit older and that kind of stuff. Now that's not to say that like a movie about sex trafficking shouldn't be made and it can bring awareness. But maybe when you go based on a true story and there's a lot of separation between the true story, you know, you're creating an opportunity for people to be critical.
Yeah.
That's not to say that it's a justifiable criticism, but I'm sure in his position, he's like, well, we just want to shine light in the best way possible to this horrific thing that happens. So we might have changed some details, but the point is that people know that this kind of stuff happens all the time and we have to put a stop to it. You know, whereas the detractors are going to say, oh, you lied about all this shit to sensationalize it so you can look more like a hero. And it's a weird position to be anti a movie shining a light on child sex trafficking.
Yeah, I don't
know if you ever want to play that position.
I think what they're afraid of is, let's say, they're assuming this guy has QAnon beliefs and is a QAnon guy, conspiracy theorist. This lends credence to that conspiracy theory, so even if this is okay, there will be more QAnon conspiracy
gateway.
theory movies made because this is successful. Yeah, I
like
guess.
a gateway drug.
I guess, but like, even beyond QAnon, if you're making conspiracy theory movies, once you get to lizard people, I think we're all going to be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not
also like
watching
that'd be like
this.
saying Me Too is a gateway to like Hollywood, like anti-Semitic lizard people conspiracies. Like, oh, like Hollywood is controlled by a group
Make
of
that
people
connection because I like it.
I'm just saying, like, oh, Hollywood's controlled by like a group of people that are trying to exploit the people that are within it, specifically women, to like degrade them in order to give them roles, and that they're not actually trying to create the best art. And then could that lead someone to be like, oh, Hollywood is full of who runs Hollywood? Oh, is it Jews that run Hollywood? Oh, are they lizard? Are they
Yes,
evil?
you're
Like,
saying it's slippery slope shit. Which
which
I agree with.
I
yeah,
just don't
yeah.
think you could say like a movie about child sex trafficking could lead.
I agree with
Say
that.
the thing about the star, Caviezel, how he kind of...
Yeah, apparently, I'd have to look up his exact quote, but apparently he was at like a talk or a conference, it was like a Comic-Con type thing, and he was mentioning that the director couldn't be there because he was like off, like, he was basically like off fighting the good fight, trying to like stop pedophiles, something like that, and they're trying to stop the pedophiles from using adrenochrome. Which adrenochrome is like a big like buzzword within like the conspiracy sex trafficking community, that they're basically like terrifying children and trying to like drink their blood in order to like get some type of positive effect from it. So he like used that word specifically, which I think is like now feeding into the people that are interested in that.
And is that the only thing that he said? He said some kind of kooky
He's had a
shit.
history of some, yes.
Yeah, he's had some things, but I think specifically related to the movie, it was that quote.
But so he did the movie with
We did Passion of the Christ.
Passion of the Christ.
He's Jesus, apparently.
Yeah, he is Jesus.
That's crazy. I didn't see it.
JC. Oh, you didn't see
didn't
it?
see Passion of the Christ?
I saw that with Dove. Yeah, when we were in Santa Barbara, I was crying, bawling, crying. We had the movie.
And what did Dove do?
He slipped out of there real quick.
Oh, really? He felt a little guilty.
I'm surprised. Why didn't you see that? I would think you
I was like
said,
young when it came
opening
out.
Weekend.
I was young when it came out, and then I just never got around
It's
to
not
it.
Catholic.
I
It's
saw
not Catholic. Actually, no, I think it is super Catholic. I think the directors are
I
Catholic.
didn't realize that the Catholics were real, just like a phony religion. Like it was just like a phony.
I think this is going to be fun.
It's like
church founded by
phony
Christ.
nonsense
The church
version
founded
of
by Christ.
Christianity.
Please explain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the real Christians are the Orthodox Christians, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Why that?
Orthodox, it just says it in the name, you know what I mean?
Well, the first church built by the Roman Empire was Do you know?
Are you serious? Like, that's really
The
what
name
you're
of
gonna
the
do right
church, the city where it was built.
Catholics are up, bro. Sound of Freedom out this weekend.
He
Come
just
on,
won
people.
off nothing.
No, I'm asking you a question. Do you guys know which one it was?
No, are you
Not
asking?
you guys don't know, but he should know. This is a person who's familiar with religion
Yeah,
and
you
familiar
should-
with his
you
God.
should.
You should know the first church built
Hey,
by
it's hard knowing
the
specific
empire
shit,
that
bruh.
spread the
They don't
religion.
get that. They got nothing.
All right, I'm back on.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would think you would know the first church built, right? By, I mean, the empire that spread the religion around the world, right? Like, what is it?
But was that the first church that was built after Christ died?
No, of course not. But those weren't really churches that were built, right? They were doing it in like caves and shit. They were
Church, a
hiding.
collection of people, bro.
100%, 100%. So when it becomes valid, when it becomes real, when it becomes official by my man Constantine, where was it? Obviously, Constantinople, Hagia Sophia, the first church, Orthodox church.
Became Orthodox after the schism.
No,
Yes.
you guys became Catholic after the schism. They were always Orthodox.
That's what they would say.
Ooh.
That's what they would say.
Ooh.
They became Orthodox, bro.
Ooh. You know what falls apart almost immediately?
What?
That Western part of the Roman Empire, that Catholic part. You know what stuck around for another 1,000 years? That Orthodox Christianity. You know what's still around that area right now? That Orthodox Christianity. Didn't change their dates, didn't move that shit around.
And who
like
runs
these
Constantinople,
goofies.
bro? Who runs it?
God.
Muslims.
God.
Got taken over by Muslims, bro.
Honestly,
Look at you, Western
real
Europe.
recognize real. They ain't take over Rome. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
I'm saying, Orthodox gave in to the Muslims, bro. They thought, yo, you guys are better. They looked at the Muslims, they said, you guys have the supreme faith. Whereas the Roman Catholics
You
in the
guys are
West,
still delusional, huh?
they held it on, dude. France,
I think
the daughter
what
of the
the
church,
Catholics
bro.
did. I think what the Catholics did brilliantly is they. I think that they adapted the religion in a brilliant way, and because of that, it might not be as authentic, but it might be more palatable for
What are the
mass
differences?
consumptions.
I'm
It's
gonna
just
ask-
like religious
I know he
dates
doesn't know.
and
What
shit.
are they?
I don't know enough to say, but there's like the biggest difference in
No,
religious
that is true.
dates.
Like Vatican II diluted a lot of like Catholic teaching. There was like, it had to be in Latin. Like the priest would be facing the altar, and then all of a sudden the priest like turned around. It became in English. A lot of things got like diluted. So even like diehard Catholics are probably more Orthodox than like, than people would think.
I think in the Christian I mean, I'm obviously busting balls to rile at Mark and Catholics, but and just because I learned one new thing and I like to act like I know shit.
Just hit him with another finger gun.
Okay,
that won't work.
But like for example, I think in the Christian Orthodox Church, only bishops need to be celibate. I think everybody else can have like a wife, even if
Yeah.
you're like part of the church.
That's a good rule. Y'all should adopt that one.
Well, I think
Why
they
y'all
could. I
adopt
think
them?
you guys flipped that somewhat recently.
What?
The fact that the priests need to be celibate. That
Priest-
wasn't always the case.
Maybe. I don't know exactly when that got changed.
I think
Still
that was
that way
changed
now.
later on. Now it is, but I think like that wasn't from the beginning.
But what the Pope says is essentially law for Catholics, right?
For Catholics.
And now that
depends.
Francis is like kind of pro-gay, are
It
y'all
depends.
pro-gay?
Yeah, whatever
Now it depends.
Yeah, right? That flipped.
No, the Pope has to speak ex cathedra. That's like church teaching. So he has to speak like basically with all confirmation of the bishops for it to be church doctrine. And that's only happened like 4 times in the past like 150 years.
It's like getting a bill to pass unanimously.
Yeah, basically.
happening.
Whereas like the priest could just be saying wild shit. Or the Pope, like there's been popes that like people said that like were women. There's been popes that like had wives and concubines and shit. So like there's been popes that have done crazy stuff, but like the pope will basically lead the church, but it has to be with all the bishops' approval.
Especially back in the day, being the pope was a political figure. You were like the head of like the Vatican states. Like, so you were also like an army general.
You had the Swiss Guard on your side. You had
like they was fucking people up and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like political moves too. Like I think have you guys heard of the Medici family?
Yeah.
I've heard of
You've heard about there was like a prominent family in Florence during the Renaissance. Yeah, they were like big money.
They ran all the art, right?
Rockefellers and bankers too. But they commissioned all that beautiful art and everything that you see. And but they got some Medicis as popes. Like that was like full infiltration of a dynastic family.
Catholics were the first Jews, bro. That's what it is. People are like, oh, Jews run the world. It's like, no. Catholics were the first ones that were secretly running everything behind the scenes.
So that's the other thing that's kind of fire. It's like, we don't give Catholics enough credit for that.
We need that, bro.
We don't give them enough credit for that.
Jews bit the whole flow.
They do. Catholics ran shit. Like,
secretly behind the scenes.
So did they figure out?
So what happened? Y'all fell off?
Fell off, bro.
Damn.
Got bodied.
God damn.
Did they fall off, or was it like? So I'm looking at this shit like, I guess there's still empires, and the British have an empire, but it was more colonial in the empire. It was like, hey, we're just gonna go over there and I guess take your shit. I don't know exactly how empires were in the Ottoman age or the Roman age. In my understanding, it was, yo, you're part of us, and we're gonna run shit over here too, and we're gonna have our people over here as well. I don't know exactly. Whereas, I wonder if the Catholic Church and other churches did like a religious empire and a religious colonization, right? Where it's like, we don't need to go there and run shit and figure out your laws and everything. We'll be your God, and you'll do everything that we say because we're God. And your king will need to fuck with us, because if he don't fuck with us, then we'll turn his people against. Like, there was an easier way to rule the world.
Yeah, you need theocracies before the internet.
You need
break
that down.
Because you need some type of like overarching omniscient power to keep people in check.
And it used to be the monarchies.
Yeah, but even the monarchies, a lot of them were ran religiously, right? Like they would be
because they realized that they would work together.
They would work in tandem. And then King Henry's the one that broke off and was like, nah, I'm starting my own church.
These motherfuckers weren't letting me divorce these bitches.
Yeah, exactly. Thomas More, who I'm named after.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was the one that was like, nah, you can't do it. And he got beheaded for it. Yeah, that's my middle name. But anyway, yeah, but it's like you need theocracy in order to like control people, because you can't reach all these like far away.
Yeah, you need the fear of God.
That's why they call it the opiate of the masses.
And then you need the internet. And then once the internet comes around, people are more interconnected. You have like radio and shit like that. You have ways to connect and sort of surveil people and keep people in check in large distances.
So now we can get rid of
theocracy is less important, separate churches.
Theocracy.
Now you just need podcasts.
Theocracy is a problem. That's why you look at places like China where they like squash religion. Because they're like, we don't need anybody beefing with us. We don't need you thinking you're gonna get your salvation from them. You get it from here. So now, interesting. That's why you can see the squashing of religion right now, probably, because it's like, hey, you're getting in the way. Stop making these people do what you say when we might need them to do some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, what an interesting time. And I wonder if maybe the Catholic Church did that better than anybody else, where they were like, okay, we have so much power and so much control, we have to make sure that we don't abuse it to the point where the monarchies want to remove us from the power. So we have to work with them, but at the same time that we have to bestow the beauty of, you know, loving God and Jesus in their lives, and they need to get joy from this and continue to do it. It can't just be fear, or else the next religion that's cool will come around and then people will jump on that one. It's like a really interesting, God, I'd love to like read something about how they're politically navigating this new world, like how the popes are sitting down with their cardinals and going, okay, here we go. We're spreading it, but we're doing it not by force necessarily, like back in the Crusades, but by hope. Like, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, hope is their dope. Yeah, that's the drug. We just
Hope
give you
is their
hope.
dope.
Just give them all hope.
Like here in America, there's like a group within the conservative party that they're outwardly saying, hey, we're Christian conservatives, where it's like they're tying now like their political views with Christ, like the teachings of Christ. Yeah. But it's like now they're outwardly saying it. Before it needed to be like separation of church and state. Now they're like, no. All the things we're going to pass is in conjunction with our religious beliefs. And that shit is dangerous.
And it's supposed to be separation of church and state in our country. But you know what's really interesting is the conservatives that don't subscribe to the religious beliefs are really just what is libertarians, yeah, where it's like they're just the fiscal conservatives, and it's just interesting to see these two groups of conservatism rising in prominence, where it's like
You're just seeing what people value in their conservative values.
it's like, listen, we want low taxes and God. We want low taxes. I don't care about God. We want low taxes. You know, we want no government interference.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see them start to separate, and I think they're less powerful when they're separate.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Isn't that interesting?
it's dividing the party.
Yeah.
Because before they were all kind of on the same page, and then a lot of people, I think a lot of liberals are finding their way to being conservative, but also don't want to. They're like, well, I want to pay less. Exactly what we said. Well, I'm liberal. I want gay people to get married. I want you to have all your rights, but like, fuck taxes. And then also they're seeing this kind of liberal thing where it's like, oh, if you don't agree with everything we agree with, then you're not us. So they're like, all right, cool. I'm a conservative, but I'm not that. I'm not that Christian conservative. That's weird. Y'all have that. So I think maybe that's why libertarianism is rising. I think that they're mainly like coming from the left.
What's the Democratic version of that?
Or
the liberal version of that?
I feel like we don't have a movement for the Democrats that is branded. Right now, the liberals are, if you are not completely with us, you are not us.
I think there's
That's the loudest voice.
I would
It's
say
like moderate liberals.
I would say liberalism and then leftism would be like the distinction.
Oh, interesting.
Like liberalism basically meaning like you are.
I'm tolerant. Leftism is I'm intolerant of intolerance.
Yeah. That's great.
I think it's the other way. Like leftism would be like I'm on like for social reform. Like we got to get like universal health care. Like we got to help people out. Like get housing for everyone. But like yeah, if you say like if you call something retarded, like you're not a bad person. And like there's a lot of comedians that would identify as like leftist. Whereas like liberal, and this is like a debated definition, but liberal would be like, hey, we need like yes, Queen, we need more like diversity in Hollywood, we need all this stuff.
I would think it's the opposite.
I would think it's the opposite. I think those are the exact opposite. A leftist is the extreme version of a liberal.
To me, yeah.
And liberal is like, yeah, I just vote Democrat. I'm liberal. I think gay people should be able to get married. I don't care if you're a drag queen
like
or whatever.
The
like,
moderate liberals.
Yeah.
Like moderate liberals are kind of what you're describing. And then
like
but
anytime you put ist at the end, it's kind of extreme.
To me,
fascist, racist, leftist.
But we don't have a thing for liberals where they brand themselves.
Yeah,
I am a
any better.
leftist or whatever. I don't hear that term like I hear Christian conservative,
It used
which
to
is
be
on the
called
conservative.
Southern Democrat, correct? Dixiecrats.
Oh yeah, that's probably a similar
In
thing.
the 80s, I think Reagan was a Southern Democrat before he was a Republican. I might be wrong, but I know
70s.
70s, sorry.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I
he
think-
was a Hollywood fucking Democrat until he ran.
Yeah. But I think there was a term Southern Democrat that was like sort of right, the more right of left.
And then they were
I
just
don't know
like,
if Reagan was ever a Democrat. Was he?
He was.
Interesting. But was that a function of just being in Hollywood?
I don't know.
Like being an actor?
Like I think Hassan
we're
Piker
all
would
swirling around different definitions, and Democrat and Republican have changed polls so many times in history. It's just.
I think Hassan Piker would consider himself a leftist, is my understanding.
Yeah, and I would say he's pretty extreme in his.
leftist, yeah.
But mostly on like financial and like fiscal policies.
And also like, I would say, racial and
I think he's
gender
progressive, but I don't
policies.
think he's like so like socially radical on those ideas. Like I think like he would come on here and like joke with us.
I think he would joke, yeah, but I also think that he like believes very strongly about all those things, and there's no wiggle room on his beliefs whatsoever.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of like Sam Cedar or something. Like would consider themselves like a leftist.
I don't know.
Destiny might be a leftist.
That's the guy that went on PBD's podcast, right? Sam Cedar?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Whereas
Like,
yeah. And so that's the way I understand it.
Like I don't think that Hassan would be tolerant of beliefs that, even if they're like, for example, someone's religious beliefs, if he found them intolerant. And that's, I think, leftist.
Yeah.
So if there were some Muslim beliefs or there's some Christian beliefs that went against some of his leftist beliefs, I think he'd be like, yeah, you got to change that. Your religion is antiquated. It's some goofy shit you believe in. You got to get that the fuck out of here. Where I think a liberal, if they're actually being a liberal, they'd be like, yeah, I don't agree with you, but I'm open to your different lifestyle, and I have to accept you for that.
I think conservatives, it might have ended up backfiring, but for a long time they could just tie themselves to religion and then get a lot of votes that way and swing some elections. And now I think it's becoming divided to the point that it might fracture the party. I don't know. I mean, I'm talking out of my ass to a degree, but it just seems like libertarian and Christian conservatives are like, these are different things now.
Yeah.
Very different things.
Interesting, yeah. Do you want to talk about this Tamagotchi girlfriend trend?
Yeah, what is this?
This is bizarre. It's very strange. It like blew up over the weekend.
Yeah, please explain.
So basically, I got to figure out who exactly started it. I'm pulling up a video here. So basically, these girls will go on live, and people will pay to send them emojis, and then they're reacting as if they are an NPC, like a non-playable character. They're just like...
We need sound for it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I've seen this girl.
So good. Yes, 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 yes. Ice cream so good. Yes, yes, yes. Ice cream so good. Yes, yes, yes. Meow, meow. Yes, 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 yes. Check it out.
That meow, meow hit.
Feels a brick on
gang, gang. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, thank you, baby. This is...
So it's like sort of like annexing like anime culture, acting as an NPC, people giving them stuff, and then them reacting depending on what the thing that's given to them is.
Yeah.
Kids, go outside, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, it's fucking weird to get money.
Son,
Shouts to the girls, though, because they don't get naked. They don't do anything like that's really... You can tell your kids this, and it's fucking weird, but you could be like, this girl, I looked it up, she made $125,000.
How sad would you be if your mom had a video of that?
I thought about this, though.
Yes, a porn is way worse, or OnlyFans is way worse.
Yeah.
But like, mom, really, you was doing this?
I thought about this, though. I thought maybe it's just like an acting role. Like, I went to a haunted house one time, and I remember thinking, these guys are so into playing these fucking zombies because they want to act that badly, and they're getting paid like $12 an hour. And they like act like zombies.
More, though.
I know, but why? This is weirder, but they're making $125,000. This girl's making $500,000 apparently. And then a kid in a fucking haunted house in New York City is making $13 an hour to put on makeup, walk all slow, sliding their fucking left foot 8 hours a day, $13 an hour, $500,000 a year.
I guess you got a point.
There's something like implicitly sexual about this that is unsettling to me. That's
unsettling.
my
It's
only
fucking weird.
delineation for that example.
It's fucking weird.
There's
What's
something
sexual about this?
It just people see it as sexual.
I think it's just you're looking at
the way y'all
girl.
look at feet is the way I look at this for sure. I don't get it.
No, I think it's just the girl that it makes it sexual. If this was a guy doing this, it wouldn't be sexual.
It's not weird, Brad. I thought that's weird, yo.
Hot dog, yum.
Bro, hot dog, yum. You can't tell it's not like kind of sexual, dude.
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Yeah, I get it.
The people are weird, yo. People
It's not
giving
sexual
money.
to you?
No.
That's weirder than feet. It's not even a question if you're into that. The girl I don't have a problem with, but donating money, that's weird as fuck, yo.
That's how I look at y'all niggas.
Yeah, but you know this weirder.
I put it on the same.
You out of your mind.
I'm putting that on the same.
You
Liking
out of your
feet
mind.
and paying for that.
Why are these girls
Same
getting
shit.
pedicures if people don't like feet?
Yeah, but you're not.
Nah, paying for feet is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Paying for feet and paying for this, the same shit.
Yeah, that's
Takes the thrill out of it. Like, let me go on Instagram and zoom in twice.
Yo, can I be honest with you, bro? I do that, bro. And there's a lot of girls that they're all burked up on their feet.
Yeah, they hide the dogs.
And it's just like, bruh.
Yeah, the people what they want.
You're a Western woman covering your whole feet like that.
Oppressed.
Exactly. Like, how dare you? Like, let a man tell you to keep your fucking toes covered.
Yeah.
Why would you let a man oppress you like that? Take it off. Be a liberated woman.
Yeah.
It's July. Like, get them fucking toes out there. Flex them up
Free
if
the
you
dogs,
need to.
bro.
Real
Let's
talk.
go.
Real talk.
You got that dog in you.
Yeah, you do, and you need to let them out.
Yum,
you
yum,
need to
yum.
let them out.
Hot dog. Yum,
Yeah.
yum, yum. Hot dog.
No, I mean, paying, this is ridiculous.
I was talking to Vieta about this. He was like, how different is this than like the guy that would dress up all gold and stand in like Times Square or whatever?
Oh, what a great analogy.
Like how different, like it requires like not really any talent.
But we pay them for being still.
Yeah.
Like that is the only reason we pay them. We don't care if they're in gold. Being in gold allows me, it grabs my attention long enough to know you've been still. but I'm paying you for being still, not for being in gold.
Yeah.
If you were just a dude sitting there like this, I wouldn't even notice I walked by. But if you painted all gold, you're like this. I'm like, oh, you still? Okay.
Oh, damn, look how still you
Look how
are.
still this motherfucker is.
You ever see one guy that's still, you give him money, and you see another guy's stiller? And you're like, fuck, I should go get my money from the other still guy and give it to this guy, because he's way stiller. You never did that?
Mark, I never done that.
Bro, I did that before. I did do it. I saw a guy that was so
with you
still,
with
and I was like, fuck, this guy's so much stiller than the other still guy. Because, like, they compete, they beef. I've seen them
You
beef.
could pay both, too. You could give them both money if you felt like the effort was
I only
good.
got a 5-piece. I'm going to give it to the stillest
Oh, you
guy.
dropped a 5 on him?
On the stillest guy on the block, yeah. This
They
one guy
got
was
Venmo.
not.
They all got Venmo now. They just
Now
put it
they
on the
do.
sign.
This is back in the 90s.
All right,
Yeah.
can we talk? Are they not affected by SAG-AFTRA? That's what I thought this was. I thought that this is what all the actors are doing now. They can't make movies and shit no more.
They about to be doing all this shit.
Can we understand what's going on with SAG-AFTRA?
Hey, Mark, get out of the fucking camera because we got to talk about bird dogs, dipshit. Bird dogs will even fit Mark's fat ass. You know that? They are fantastic shorts that are incredibly comfortable. They have shorts that look nice. They look like khaki shorts, but they're functional like gym shorts. So they have a liner that can fit even the most deliciously fat asses like Mark's. Nom nom. You know what I mean? Now I'm out here looking like one of them anime hoes. Donate some money to my motherfucking, what's that live stream thing called? Anyway, the point is bird dogs are comfortable, they are quality, and you need them. So go to birddogs.com/flagrant. That's BIRDDOGS.com/flagrant for those of you too stupid to spell, and enter promo code flagrant for a free tumbler with your order. Everybody can use a tumbler. You can't use a tumbler? You fucking right you could. And comfortable shorts in this hot ass summer. If you live in New York, balls probably stink right now in them fucking jeans. So why don't you just go to birddogs.com/flagrant and enter promo code flagrant to get that free tumbler. Now let's get back to the show. Let me tell you something, guys. There is a product that you need to know about if you don't already. Is called Raycon. Do not sleep on them. This is premium audio at a less than premium price point. So you can get wireless earbuds that sound just as good as some of these other brands while spending less than half the money. That means you could get a pair and another pair in case you lose that pair and still be spending less than you would on some of these other brands. Again, Raycon's mission is to prove that you do not have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound. And they offer buy now, pay later options, which means you could pay as little as $18 at checkout. And also, this is important, they have a free and easy return guarantee. If you don't like them, they make it very easy to give them back because they know you will like them. They also offer 2 years of product protection insurance for just a few bucks. You know how insurance with those other guys sucks and you get scammed all the time at every turn? This don't cost that much and it covers you for 2 years. They also offer free domestic shipping and flat fee international shipping. Plus, they got over 50,000 5-star reviews, so you know they are good. I'm telling you guys, they got the earbud tap functions, they got the noise isolation, crystal clear call quality, they got that too, water and sweat resistant with up to 8 hours of playtime. So go to buyraycon.com/flagrant today, and you will get 15% off your Raycon order, so they're even cheaper. Again, that is BUYRAYCON.com/flagrant to score 15% off. Buyraycon.com/flagrant. Now let's get back to the show.
Hey, we're coming back in.
Yeah.
We've actually brought the truffle in here because we tried to talk about the SGA.
Yeah.
What is it called? SGA.
Speaking of SAG,
SAG.
Dove's tits are here.
SAG.
I'm sorry. That was.
Wow.
You know my
That
big
was unnecessary.
Ride high. You know that they're fucking up at least.
unnecessary.
That was crazy.
That was
Why
wild.
you do that?
Off.
Why?
I apologize
You've
to
been
you.
working out so fucking much.
That kinda hurt,
Didn't get a chance
I
to
wanna
take his shirt
apologize.
off.
Look at it. He's fucking. You got him crossing his. Fucking,
Yeah,
he's
I know.
hiding his saggy tits down. Like that's
Saggy
fucked
tits.
up.
I'm sorry.
That's what he just said.
I don't have saggy tits though.
He just
Never.
said that.
Wait.
Did you miss the
Why are you
joke?
saying his tits are saggy?
You just called him. Speaking of
Yes.
sag,
Mark, you work out 3 times a day.
Look.
Take your shirt off.
I want you to know I
He
apologize.
turns into a Hollywood producer real quick.
Young
Anytime you
Weinstein.
make fun of his weight, take your shirt off.
Yeah, dude. But I apologize for that awesome roast. I should have said that.
You've been good today.
I'm sorry.
You've been good today. Hi,
just,
friends.
You took away all
Hey,
his
buddy.
confidence. He was coming in here. to
No,
fucking-
dude, he was already coming in like, oh, guys, I'm gonna fuck it up. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
And then you
get over it.
fucking hit him over the head immediately.
I should, but
Okay, explain to us
Yeah.
what's going on with this actor and writer strike. First time it's happened in what, 40 years?
60 years.
60 years.
No,
First
they're
time they
both on
both
strike at the
struck
same time.
together. Yeah. Okay. So
It's
what?
1984.
Why are they
SAG.
really striking? That's everybody's making it out to be like this AI thing. Oh, AI is going to replace the writers. Tell us the truth. That's what I'm talking about. Tell us the truth.
That shit.
That's easy. That's negotiating 101. Makes this thing seem important, but really that's not it. I think the biggest thing is obviously the streaming revenue and the share that they're getting. You know that they negotiate these SAG strikes or these SAG agreements every 3 years. Things change a lot in 3 years, obviously, with streaming. I think the biggest reason why this is so tough, and you guys should talk about, like, what would you do in this situation, but the people that own the streamers are some of people like Apple aren't necessarily like equating it to like revenue, right? They're just trying to grow the actual streaming platform, and so other ones. They used to do it with Nielsen. It's like, this is the viewership, this is what we could sell ads for, and this is how we can evaluate these shows. I don't think that they're not sharing what the actual
Great.
What the actual numbers are, because it could influence share price so much. So I think this goes.
What does
to the
share
point.
price mean?
The
Like
share
the share of the stock that is being traded
Exactly,
for the
right?
streamer. Okay, so this is really good. Just to back up 1 second. Streamers notoriously have not shared the views for shows. Sometimes they'll say, oh, viewed 10 million times or something, or they'll be like, the #1 streamed movie on Netflix, but you don't know the exact. Nielsen was giving you a pretty
Straight
accurate number. And then I think when things went digital, before it went streaming, so when people were watching on Cablevision or these things, you had like I don't want to say almost exact, but like a near exact number, how many were watching on these like digital cable platforms, right? So you could sell that show to the audience pretty well. You knew, hey, 10 million people are watching, so this is what we're going to do. We need ads that are worth 10 million viewers. Now that these streaming platforms are streaming the shows and they're not being transparent because they don't need to, because they're not selling them to the advertisers, right? The transparencies don't need. They're not giving that transparency to
the
writers and to the actors.
Yeah, writers
right?
could figure out, oh, they sold this many ads at this price. This is how much they made. This is what we deserve.
Now, to make the argument for them, they're going, motherfucker, we ain't even making money.
Yeah.
What we're doing is losing money to build up the streamer. So we're paying you all, making all these fucking shows, losing all this goddamn money. You want us to give you a percentage of what we're making? You're gonna be paying us.
Yeah.
So like example, like
but that
HBO
is
Max
also-
can come around, but look at the
but-
battle right now. Like HBO Max has like decades and decades of content that they can just throw on that streamer that they just create out of nowhere. Now it's Max. Netflix, which could before license it, now has to produce their own content. So they're all of a sudden spending $8 billion to make new content so people stay with them. So it's this battle that different folks have to say, like, what's the actual valuation?
They haven't figured out how to evaluate the cost of a view. So the music industry has kind of done this with streaming. They have a price per stream, and it varies from Apple to Spotify to
Google Play or whatever,
Tidal. But I don't think streamers have figured out the price per stream of a show yet.
And SAG wanted, I mean, this was one of the requests, that they wanted 2% of the revenue that each show generates for a streaming platform to be paid to performers. And
it's like, how do you calculate that?
So watch this. So they wanted to go with a content valuation tool, Parrot Analytics, and that uses Google searches, social media mentions, and other data sources to measure demand for each show, which then you got to get everyone agreeing that that's the new way that we're supposed to do it.
So surely these streamers are probably underpaying the writers and actors, but I imagine it's not so far underpaid compared to what the actors think is happening, because they're not even making money. Like, Netflix has to make a bunch of shows because they can't license everything anymore because these different studios have their own streamers.
Yeah.
So they're in this mad dash to create content, or else there's nothing to be watched on their fucking platform. So they're making shows, and on some level probably going, we don't give a fuck that much about these shows. We just need things out here to justify these people spending every month. Whereas the writers and the actors are going, we need our fair share. And they can't go to them and say, we don't give a fuck about your stupid show. We just need bullshit for right now.
we need to grow in Europe. And how do you grow in Europe? You need to make really commercial, star-driven projects. So we overpay these stars, and then we realize, shit, now genre is what works, or these types of murder docs. And you kind of are just scrambling to say, like, our mission right now is growth, and
you can't,
people get left behind.
To what you were saying earlier, you can't admit publicly that nobody's watching the shows you make.
Because then you look weak, your share price goes down.
The share price drops. And all of these streaming platforms are in the game where the share price dictates how much they can spend, right? Because none of them are making money yet.
Yeah.
They're not profitable.
Yeah.
Right? But the share price is profitable. So as long as people are not profitable, but as long as people are investing, it justifies the spending. So it's a real go.
The one thing I don't understand, couldn't they just give them the numbers of the shows that they license? Because isn't that the same thing as the syndication? So they don't have to give the numbers for like their original content shows, but any show that's being licensed, they can give those shows the numbers and be like, hey, we're gonna pay you.
What's a...
Sure. I just think they're holding everything so close to their vest just because it's all, you know.
Well, if they give the numbers for the shows that are licensed, and it turns out those numbers are way greater than the shows they create themselves, then when they go to re-up that license...
There's some leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If they just never give out the numbers for the shows that they make, then there's no way of people knowing that one's doing more.
There's nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that sounds good. I wonder if they feel like they don't have to do that because they've purchased the syndication outright. So they bought the licensing rights outright and then paid them a straight up fee for that syndication. So they're like, we already paid you for that. Why would I tell you what the shows are doing in syndication?
Yeah, didn't they pay like $100 million for Friends for 1 year?
And then the
crazy
performers
like that?
and writers don't get any of that?
They should.
I think when they bought those
They get
rights,
that upfront fee.
Yeah.
I think instead of residuals, you get a fat payment up front. And that's what it
They
is.
had to figure out that when they started like
Movies.
doing streamer films, is like they had to find a formula to buy out the back end, because normally you would, like, you know, in a theater you would get.
So if Will Smith did
gross.
Bright, right? Like, this is back maybe when Will Smith was getting $10, $20 million a movie. He needs that fee of 10, 20 because that's what he would get in a movie theater. Plus he needs what the movie gets in syndication when it's sold to HBO afterwards. And then after that, when it's sold to Channel 11.
And DVDs.
Exactly. So they're like, we're just going to give you $20 million up front to do Bright. That's what Netflix says. And then you just go, okay, I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And there's really no way to quantify the value of a stream just now because they're not profitable. Yet Spotify, I don't think, is profitable.
I mean, like,
And
yeah,
they
like,
figured
I
it
think about
out.
all these like Uber, like meal sharing and all that shit. Like, none of those are making money. They're all just dumping VC money to try to like take up market share.
Spotify gives their numbers though.
That's true.
Yeah, it's very public.
Spotify shows all of their numbers.
So
an artist can be like, yo, look, I remember Drake was, or people were saying this about Drake, like he accounts for like a fourth of the music industry just in terms of streams. So why would his percentage be the same as an artist that's not bringing on anybody?
What if it's time spent on the app per dollar spent? What is it for your subscription? So if you're spending $10 a month and you're spending 8 hours a month on the app, like what if there's some sort of like, and
then it's becoming YouTube in a way.
Yeah.
Like YouTube does that. And like YouTube will actually pay more money to videos that give people session time.
What
Like,
is
have you
that?
heard
What
this?
is
So
session time?
So like if there's an amazing YouTube documentary about pyramids that like has 10 million views, they'll get paid for every time people watch that video, but also they'll get paid for the watch time if that video leads them to spending 2 more hours on other videos that aren't theirs.
I was about to say,
shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude,
it's a smaller percentage, but they will still get money for creating session time. So if you created a wormhole,
this is what the wormholes.
Yeah.
The wormhole effect. This is the thing, and this is I imagine like later, but yeah, that's what I was, early on in the YouTube days, it was like we were creating the YouTube stand-up wormholes. And like once you get in here, they would suggest other things that you should go watch. And we had 20 different holes that you could fall into and then get suggested the same videos that would come after. And
but But even if it's not your content, you still get paid.
But that's the thing. Then other people, as they started doing the YouTube thing, were showing up in the wormholes we created. So, which is great. Now they also get to pop off. They
More
also
people get
stuff.
opportunities. And it's interesting on a deal-making perspective of like you're in Netflix and then all of a sudden, remember, you're not doing the 22 shows anymore and with or 22 episodes per season. You can do shorter seasons, but that means that people get put out of work sooner.
That's the other thing that's interesting with the writers. I understand why they're frustrated because they used to do 22 episodes a year for a show. Yeah. Now they're down to 6 to 8 on Netflix, maybe.
But it was the same work also for like actors, like the work and effort to get that part or the luck that it took to get that part, and they're out of work sooner. And on the studio side, you're like, oh, wait, if the show is still now considered a success and it's shorter, and now people are still on my streaming platform and they're going down the wormholes, I don't need to pay huge contracts to re-up this season, or this show for another, second, third, fourth. Like probably after 4 seasons now, you have to really pay these fuckers.
Dude,
yeah, you're like, no. Before I get to that point, let me still kind of try to hit more successes elsewhere.
I just thought about this.
Black Mirror is always so short, and I'm like, why the fuck is only 6 episodes for
They
Black
can't.
Mirror?
One, they can't afford to pay them anymore. But like, I heard this earlier in Netflix, where like the strategy was like do 1 or 2 episode seasons. And I'm trying to think.
Limited series was it?
No. It was like we'll do a sitcom, not a sitcom, but we'll do a show. But like, let's make it 1 or 2 episodes. We don't have to go long. By the 6th season of Game of Thrones or something like that, you're paying what's her face, Daenerys, $10 million an episode to have 3 fucking lines. Like they got you by the balls, really. The actors.
Not 10 million in it, but
whatever it is. Like it was $1 million an episode, but she had 3 lines. Yeah. Like it was, she would walk and like say a word or something like that. But you need it. They got you by the balls. And then if you look at Ray Romano, not to say they're not deserved. Seinfeld, all these guys were getting $1 million an episode. A bunch of them. It was so expensive to make the show because of that fee, right? I wonder if you're Netflix. You just need to keep people on the app, but there's diminishing returns for the popularity of the show because you're not gaining that many new subs and you can't profit off of advertising. So it's like you almost don't want the show to get so crazy popular that the actors cost so much to make the show. You really just want it to be like Squid Game, fire, okay, what's the next project? Fire, next project. Everybody pays little. It's almost like building your football team with through the draft.
Yeah.
And if you drop the episodes all at the same time, like most people are binging it anyway. What's the difference between 6 and 10 episodes?
Yeah.
It's like,
so I wonder with Stranger Things, like they had this like massive series crack off through Netflix. They could potentially sink their own show by demanding more money, and then the show can't persist. Or all the actors and producers just have to be like, yeah, we'll take less money.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what they're doing. They're doing like the spinoffs and that kind of shit. But like the great thing with the spinoff is you pay one person.
Yeah.
You know, and then everybody else gets that minimum.
Yeah, they get the new rate.
Netflix. So the problem with Netflix is they needed a couple anchor shows. So like they definitely put a lot of efforts to,
because they can't license it anymore. That was their big thing, is they thought that they could develop their Seinfeld, their Friends, the passive viewing shows that they had that really was like the majority of their watching, and they didn't really put it together with scripted. They put it together with unscripted.
Yeah, they want formats.
They got they got Selling Sunset.
Yeah, they got reality shows for sure.
The
F1 series. Those guys are doing the golf show. I'm watching the quarterback show right now.
Even like British Bake Off, like they can swap out the judges and the host, and the show still works.
Killed it.
Yeah.
But the shows that get massively popular, they just find other ways to make money from it. Because like with Stranger Things, they have like amusement park rides. They have like shows and shit that they.
So what is that? That is the Disney model.
Yeah, merchandising.
I will create amazing cartoon. I will make figurines and toys from that cartoon, and then I will make a ride at a theme park for that cartoon. And you will spend way more money on one weekend in Disney World in your life than you will on going to see Disney movies for your entire existence. But it's just the hook to get you in. So it's almost treating the content as bait to get you going on a Disney cruise with your kids, to get you to go to Disney World, whatever the hell it is. You're gonna spend so much money when you go there those weekends. So I think Netflix is realizing, okay, we're kind of capped with people that can get Netflix. How else can we profit? Stranger Things live experience in Times Square.
They need a Netflix theme park. They just don't have enough good scripted content.
Exactly.
That's the
and
problem.
eventually they'll get to it. They'll have look what they did with Harry Potter World.
Yeah.
Just if you want to think about
It's
what
incredible.
IP does,
Yeah.
like we as adults went to Harry
It's the
Potter.
only reason you go to
wands.
Universal Studios.
Yeah.
They had a Jurassic Park thing, and I was like, oh, this is probably cracking off for a little while. This Harry Potter shit gonna go for
Mario
decades.
World, they're building that shit.
They're building it out, yeah.
And that to me, that's fire.
Yeah.
Like if you really get go-karts done right with Mario World, like, and that's gonna be all ages because we came up in it. It's still part of our existence.
Kids still love go-karts. That'll get them into Mario, probably. Driving the Mario World go-karts at the track.
Bro, that's gonna be fun. And like actually being able to take out,
Yeah.
like there's a way where you could probably digitally, so you're not gonna see the fucking red shell hit the guy in front of you, but it will be on your screen. So not your screen, but your, what is it called, windshield. So your windshield could have parts of a digital display. So you could shoot the red shell, you could see it hit the car in front of you, and then that car can slow down or whatever, but you're playing live Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially as VR gets
Probably
better and
wearing
better,
like
that's gonna be.
some type of glasses or
Bro,
something.
an augmented reality.
Did you ever
shit.
do that?
Yeah.
There's an Avatar ride at Disney World that I took that is a VR ride, and it's actually incredible.
That should make me throw up.
Son, the line is like 3 hours
I
long.
can't do it.
It's not as bad as you think.
I
thought it would
did
make
one
me
in
throw up.
Trust me.
Harry Potter World.
Him, if it goes like this, too much.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
it was Harry Potter World that had me shaking and it would look beautiful and it was amazing. I thought I was in it, but I wanted to throw up.
You get seasick?
I think so. I don't know.
The Avatar
Yeah.
one is even better.
Not
Seasickness is the most pussy shit in the world.
Nah, but you never been to sea.
Yeah.
Yes,
you
what
never
you
been
talking
out.
about?
No, you never been out to sea.
Son,
You're dressing
that
a gay
shit is-
sailor, but you've never been to sea, but you never actually
That
been out
shit
there.
is
dude.
so
No,
pussy, bro. Car sickness, pussy.
I'll be
That
getting
shit-
this shit.
No,
Pussy.
I got over
I
car
kinda- I agree,
sickness. I
actually.
got
I'm with
over a
you.
lot of
Sick
things.
just because you in a car.
You don't know what
Yeah.
seasickness is then.
No, seasickness
It's
is crazy, bro. But you got to be deep for that shit. You got to be like you can't see shore. That's seasickness. You too close to shore to get seasick.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, we were in Mexico. Like, a couple people on that boat were getting seasick. I'm like, the fuck is this? It's just waves. Relax. Tell yourself you're not sick, and then
Man,
just
you're
keep it
really
moving.
tough, dude.
No, that's some pussy ass shit.
Save some pussy for all the rest of us,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like, come on,
Pussy,
bro.
bro. I don't respect it. I don't respect it. I just don't respect seasick.
Al, you're such a man, dude.
I know. Come
So
on.
what do you think will happen?
Yeah.
So you tell us, what do you think
It's
happens?
because you know how to
I think
swim.
the easiest thing is that they'll give just contract bumps to every part, like the weekly recurrings, those types of things. I think that's an easy negotiating point. AI, do you know the thing about AI?
Wait, sorry, can I ask you a quick question? Netflix is apparently making a lot more money now because of the advertising. They have the Netflix model with the ads, and that's making a lot of money. How does that change things? Because with the ads, you're probably releasing numbers. You have to tell the advertisers how much they're paying, the companies how much they're paying. And theoretically, it could go to like a Hulu type. You got the ad model, and then you got the no ad model for consumers. And then y'all, for the ad model, we know how the fuck we get paid residually. The no ad model, maybe not.
Yeah, I think they'll get pay bumps, but their goal is to get some definition of what this all means. Like, some metric of like, we need to know what's considered success.
He ain't listened to a single thing you said.
I did hear it for a second, and then I was like,
he talked fast, so I got
he looked at you like he was listening, and you believed he was listening.
I didn't
but he
listen.
was just waiting for you to shut up so he could keep saying whatever the fuck he was saying, bro.
I think he did do that.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, what's
That
the
was
fight?
good.
With the,
That was really good.
I saw him say to Andrew, I did listen, and then I saw him try to repeat what I said, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
So my insult before, a little justified, right?
Yeah.
It's like kind of balanced.
I get it. I'm with you.
Yeah, right?
Damn.
He's dapping up a lot today, this guy.
Who is the fight really with? What are like the executives that they're really arguing with? Like, is it just Netflix? Is it
All
Netflix,
execs.
Disney?
It's all of them. They're all part of it's unions because they're actually trying to justify, or they're trying to give some leeway to independent producers, but most TV series have a studio backing
It's
for the most part.
AMPTP or something, the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Production, I think. That's the union going at it was saying.
yeah,
so
producers.
that's everybody.
Gotcha.
Whoa. So Netflix either got to show their numbers or just pay everyone.
Or we gotta
more.
have
All
less
streamers.
actors.
But who's paying
too
Netflix?
many? Too many.
Too many.
But they say that
I'm sure they wanna hear that,
only
though.
2 to 5% of actors that are in SAG can have just that as their job, and everyone else has to have some kind of side hustle.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's
Barry
all.
Diller today said something that actually kind of makes sense to me.
Who's that?
Barry Diller is a huge media titan. I think he owns what's it called, IAC, things from Tinder to Look him up. Just iconic dude.
But what did he say?
He said that executives and top talent should give 25% of their fees to the rest of the group, which you can almost say, like, is there something like whatever the highest negotiated fee is for their actors, like there's at least some type of tax, if you will, that's distributed across the performers on that project. So you don't have something where you have like the biggest actor making $30 million and then someone else making, you know, a couple grand. I'm like, come on.
That's a good proposal.
And the execs would do it with them?
It's like, yo, if I got to sub
Execs, I don't see them doing it. I mean, the execs are coming out,
that's
folks.
brilliant. You want the execs to make less money? All right, bet. Brad Pitt, you cough it up too. And then Brad Pitt can be like, fuck no.
So, I mean, would they just negotiate that into the thing where they're like, okay, 30 mil, but 10% has to go to whatever, so pay me 33
But make it part of like a union fee, because think about it like this, like any agent that reps top talents always wants to get the most for their talent, right? So it's not like, oh yeah, this person wants to do it and this person doesn't. You just make it part of like, you know, your pension, health, and welfare that union dues kind of go for, but you actually make it part of like whoever is the highest paid, and that's what a lot of these shows are based on. Like, you know, some number has to be distributed.
Wow.
But then but then the argument is like, yeah, one project that has a huge superstar that's getting a huge amount gets this, and then some other like genre show that doesn't have a big superstar, like the number isn't.
You could make it. You could make
taxes.
Yeah, but like, you know, a little.
But you could make the
little VAT
argument
tax.
that big actor on the project is already doing that.
by having the project exist in the first place.
Exactly. It's like by Tom Hanks being in the movie, everybody else gets paid. Nobody else is going to see that movie until Tom Hanks is there. For example, like A Man Named Otto, right? Fantastic movie. Nobody's going to see that movie if Tom Hanks
The
isn't
movie
in it.
sucks without Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
It's nothing without Tom Hanks.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know about that.
No one would like it if it wasn't for Tom Hanks.
I don't know about that because I think that the writing is really good. I think that the acting is really good.
I knew there was an argument. I knew there was an argument.
You wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. What I'm saying is nobody would go see it, and it wouldn't get made. So it starts with Tom Hanks, and then everybody else gets placed.
Yeah.
So, what? He didn't like the movie that much.
No, I thought it was good.
I knew there was an argument,
I thought
bro.
the part you didn't like, I actually thought was good.
Ugh, you suck.
Let's fucking go.
Barry Diller used to be the CEO of Paramount and was part of creating Fox Broadcasting.
Wait, why did it suck
Big
again?
dude.
Yeah, what
No,
was
I thought it was good.
Shut up.
I really enjoyed it. I thought the end was really beautiful. I mean, I'm not as gay as him.
Wait till he tells you what part he really liked.
No,
I will say.
he really got upset about the trans person, and I was like, no, I get why they did that. Because they put a trans person in the movie, and I thought the point was he's friends with, like, this guy hates everybody. You don't follow the rules, he doesn't like you. He seems so surly. He keeps calling everybody an idiot. But then there's a Latina girl who I think she's a great.
She was fantastic.
She's the best, like, outside of Tom Hanks part of the movie. But then there's a trans person that was like, his wife died, and that's why he's extra miserable. Trans person that was a student of his wife who was a teacher. And I thought the point of all these, like, diverse people is this guy, the Hollywood trope is you're an old racist person who changes to not racist throughout the movie. They're making themselves different than that and being like, no, this guy's open-minded. He doesn't care what race you are, doesn't care what gender you are. He just hates idiots. That's his whole thing. You don't follow the rules, you're an idiot. You don't park correctly, you're an idiot. We need to just make him that guy who changes throughout the movie into somebody who accepts everyone, like, beyond all that.
And that couldn't have been accomplished without the trans storyline.
It's the most extreme version of it.
In the book, he's gay.
Yeah.
See what they do?
How can I be?
See what they do? In the book, he's gay, but gay is not enough now. So Hollywood's like, you have to make him trans. It just felt like, I after being in some movies and like seeing how this shit works.
Nah,
You complaining that the character is trans.
He's
and not
gayer.
gay. Like,
He's gayer.
No,
So what?
That made him extra gay.
Yeah.
I see his point. They always have to up the morphine of diversity. I see your point.
Ooh, that was
Damn,
beautiful.
yo,
Hey, go. Tap, man.
Yo, can we get some lights in here for that?
Did I just
Some lights in here for that?
Did I just lose my argument myself?
I think so.
You did, but that was fire the way you
We're
lost it.
sitting on that the whole time?
I know. I guess what I'm saying is like the acting of the character and their relationship was fine, but it was so obviously an executive was like, "We'll make this movie, but we'd like you to make this trans because that's the hot button topic right now, and that's the thing that we need acceptance. These gays, they've been accepted, so throw them out the fucking bathwater. But trans is our way." And then seeing Tom Hanks have to fucking hold this movie together. I mean, it was like Spider-Man, you know, in the subway scene, Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire is like barely stopping the train from falling off the tracks. It was the most forced bullshit. She said, why does nobody like you? I'm trans, and my dad threw me out of the house because shut the fuck up. Shut up.
You need that. But you just said it. If gay is more acceptable now, you need something that's
All
less
right,
acceptable
good point.
to show how fucking understanding this guy is. Like, that actually made it better.
No.
It made it better to highlight his thing of just like, hey, I just don't like idiots that don't follow the rules. So you need extremes to show.
Because I think a hacky movie is an old white guy is racist, and then he meets some minorities and gay people, and now he's not racist again. That's so hacky to me. I thought this was different in that it was like, man, I don't give a fuck if you're trans. I don't give a fuck if you're Puerto Rican. I don't give a fuck if you're black. I don't care. Yo, there's a scene where like he's...
Wait, what movies have they put out where it's the old racist guy?
So Clint Eastwood did one where he fucking hated Gran Torino. That's what I was thinking of. That happens. It happens a lot.
All the time.
Yeah. That's the thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if the book was written in like the 60s and the guy was black, and it would have been amazing in that time, if we saw it now, we'd be like, it's not that crazy to accept the black
guy. And they
guy.
didn't even make it like about race. Like there's a scene where he has his best friend who's black and they didn't talk for decades. And it was his best friend. And he talks about how like, you know, we were just different. And and you would expect that to be about race, but they lift up their cars and one has a Ford and one has a Chevy. And he's like this blue collar motherfucker who's like, I can't believe you got a Ford, dog. I'm a Chevy man. Yeah. We're such different people. And then he said like, I tried to patch things up with him and I realized we had just changed into different people. The black guy's like, hey, I want to show you my new car. And then he lifts up the garage and it's a Toyota. And the guy's like, I can't believe I ever was friends with this guy. And it's like, the race thing is not an issue at all.
Yeah.
It's just, he's that stuck in his ways and that closed-minded. So I thought the trans thing, I do agree a bit. It's like, you're giving the exec more credit than I would give him. I would think it's, hey, we need to make this as diverse as possible to make everybody happy and not get yelled at, make them trans, not gay. But I think it actually highlighted, in the end, it worked out because it highlighted the fact that he don't give a fuck what your anything is. I just hate idiots.
Yeah, that's what I got from him. I didn't get that it was a play about whether he was unaccepting of different races or cultures.
Yeah, I thought that highlighted that further.
The idiot thing was perfect. Like he just hates everybody because he was dealt like a kind of rough set of cards in life. And I mean, the movie's dope. Like he just tries to kill himself constantly throughout
it's
the movie.
so funny, dude.
Like literally tries to kill himself. And it's like, I would really recommend it. It's fucking tearjerker. It's incredible. But Tom Hanks is just so sensational in his ability to hold that movie together when that trans just tried to drop a fucking nuclear bomb in the middle of it.
But if it was a gay guy, it still would have worked, right?
Exactly my point.
But like, you could have made him a Nazi. You could have made it like a Nazi person. Like, you could have gone more extreme.
To a guy Tom Hanks' age would have worked.
What type of gay?
Flamboyant.
Oh, see, that's...
But he's not a flamboyant
gay
trans. He's a regular...
But you can't be a flamboyant trans. You're transitioning into...
No, I mean, like, I put him at the same level of, like...
Of what?
Yeah.
Diversity.
Diversity.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to say. I feel like we shouldn't bail him out.
No, you should.
Come on, go. Tell us.
On my side, I got you. It's just diversity. It's
just diversity. Yeah.
I just hate the forced shit. And poor Tom Hanks have to be like, oh, damn. Like, that must be so hard.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he just goes, your dad didn't like you because you're trans? He's an idiot. That's all he said.
And that
was what he was so mad about. He was so mad about that. That's the other thing. Son. You also made it this big thing, and I'm watching the movie, and I'm like...
How do we know it's just because he's trans?
Yeah, what if it was...
The guy couldn't even fix a bike. The guy couldn't even fix a fucking bike. That's why your dad doesn't like you.
We'll put your bike together for you?
Yeah.
A fucking tranny over in West Village. You know what I mean?
You should read the book.
Say what?
Read the book. It's good.
They're just gay in the book. You'll enjoy that one.
I like that. That's good.
It's also, I like that Akash likes it. It's like Blue Collar Guy. It's such a Swedish European book. It's a man called Uwe, and it's so European. And they're fighting.
I know. I wanted to do that.
They're fighting over Volvos and Skodas in the book. It's a great book. Really fun.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Because great books become great movies.
Are you going to go see Oppenheimer?
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
People are saying it's going to save Hollywood. Oh, you know it's banned in Japan? They're not showing it in Japan, which makes...
Should we just show it anyway, like against their will? There's 2 showings. No, I think that I think that it's going to be great, man. I mean, I love Nolan.
He's a beast.
And he's got a great cast, and the story's great. I mean, you already see how they're organizing it. Like, it feels like Ford versus Ferrari, but for nuclear weapons. Like, just even for the trend, it's like we have to do it. They've got a 12-month head start on us. Or Germany's got a 12 or 16-month head start on building nuclear weapons. We have to do it. This is the only way we can win the war. You know, bring the boys together.
This is the most important thing in history or something.
Yeah.
So apparently it's not banned. They just haven't had like an official release date yet. So they're like trying to figure out the release date. But
I can think of a good date.
What date?
Black Friday.
A day that will live on in infamy or whatever.
Isn't that Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, they could do it on theirs.
December 7th?
Yeah, they could do it on they could do it on their big day.
It is funny that like they're doing joint marketing for Barbie and Oppenheimer at the same time.
I've seen a lot of memes about that. It's great because now nobody else can promote.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, so just to let everybody know that if you're in SAG, which is the actors union, or the writers union, you not only you can't act, you can't promote your films. So you can't even like come on a podcast and promote. Like you can't do anything to promote. It is like pens down. So they're using all of their old press junket footage. Like if you see any footage of the actors together, it's promoting film. It's old shit. And you can, I guess, use the old stuff to promote it. It's just no more new things. So I don't know. I think it's genius that they're going into this like meme marketing to get buzz for the movies. And it seems to be working out.
Are they the same studio, or are they completely different?
No clue.
Like the fact that they're riding the wave together, I'm just assuming that's just in solidarity because they can't promote.
Yeah.
And so even if the studios hate each other, they're like, we got to do
I think
this.
they're
We gotta
jumping
win while
on
these actors are striking.
Yeah, I think they're jumping on a wave that existed before when people found out that Barbie and Oppenheimer were coming out at the same time. Now, it's smart that they both come out at the same time because you would think that the audiences might be different.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer probably skews more male, maybe a little bit older. Barbie, you're going to have the
weirdos.
Yeah. You got the feet weirdos.
Feet dudes.
You got, not weirdos, just feet men, feet connoisseurs, feet connoisseurs.
Sommeliers.
Feet connoisseurs.
Sommeliers.
Yeah. So we got, you know, like, I don't know, I just feel like, yeah, maybe women go see Barbie. You got the older women who played when they were young, and maybe the younger women are into it. So it's like.
And the kids.
Do the kids go see it? Yeah. What, is Barbie important to children? I don't think it is.
I think so.
I was actually at my friend's daughter's birthday party. She's turning, I think, 8. And yeah, she's still into Barbies.
Son, the kids still watch Sesame Street. All this shit came back.
Interesting.
It went away for a while, I think, and then it came back.
Because remember when Adam Sandler put out that movie with the video games?
Yeah.
Pixels.
What's that called?
Pixels.
Pixels. And he used all these games that were popular when we were kids. And the youth now just didn't really grow up playing them.
Yeah.
Now, what was pretty surprising is that fucking Mario, the Super Mario Brothers movie did work. So I guess Super Mario Brothers is still popular
Always
amongst the children.
Well, they kept developing new games and stuff.
Kids are still playing that too.
Exactly.
Massive. I don't know if that's because of the movie or what.
Yo, Legos feels bigger now than it was when we were kids.
Yeah,
They
which
didn't
is
have the movies,
crazy.
they just had the toys. I don't
Oh
think they had kids
shit,
back then.
that's right, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really just like a building project when you were a kid. It was so much fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
I didn't. I had no creativity. I couldn't do it.
But you don't need it. They got the, it wasn't you build your own. It was like you follow the instructions to make a cool
My
thing.
cheap-ass parents just bought a big tub of Legos.
poor people
to
we
make
got.
it.
We just got.
You didn't have real Legos. You had the fake ones that like didn't really click in
Mega
together.
Blocks.
My shit clicked, I think, but
We had Legos. It was just.
It was brand name?
It wasn't like.
You just had the bucket.
It was a bucket.
And then you can make your own things, but
yellow, red.
son,
blue.
I was making squares,
Damn.
bro.
And green. That's it.
I was making bigger squares.
That's
out
like
of my
pediatrician
rectangular Lego.
Legos. Like you ever go to the pediatrician when you're a kid? They got the sick room with just a bucket of old sick Legos.
Oh, that was fun.
Just full of fucking snot and cum and shit. It was disgusting. It was just in a bucket somewhere.
pediatrician, right? Why would you say that for pediatrician?
That's weird sometimes.
I'm saying what I experienced as a pediatrician, bro.
You got different sounds of freedom than everybody
They had
else.
to do a semen sample. They had to do a sample, bro. They had to take a sample.
He was a big
He told me if I didn't tell anyone, I get a lollipop.
He's
What
an
do you want me to say?
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, dude.
For sure, Florida. Where was Epstein's Island? You know what I mean?
Nickelodeon gloop all over you.
What you
that
just
shit?
call me?
What's that shit?
Oh, the slime?
Oh, slime.
All right, what else we got, guys? Yeah, the Nyack Club. Levity Live, man. Tried to pull a fast one.
That sucks, dude.
Tried to pull a fast one. Let me just start this out by saying there's a lot of great clubs out there. There's a lot of great clubs out there. I love going to clubs. You know, I think a lot of times comics get to a certain level and then they never go to clubs again. And I think that their comedy reflects it. I think their comedy starts to get a little thin, right? And what I mean by that meaning is like it hasn't just been like worked out and grinded out and pounded out. And that's what you, I think, need to do with jokes. Like if you have success with something, you replicate the things that gave you that success. So if like you built your first hour in the clubs grinding and then you take that to theaters and you take that to arenas, I think that's what you try to do. So like I try to do as many clubs as I can while I'm preparing for the tour. And we went to this club, and as we're walking in, right before Vala sends me a picture of 2 fans on the stage. And this is like a pretty big club. It's
not fans. They're not.
No, not like supporters. Like Spinny.
Yeah.
And
you gotta be very specific.
we do. And basically, I'm like, why are there fans on stage? He goes, oh, the AC is not really working. I go, why not? It's 84 degrees.
Yeah.
He goes, and I go to the manager who's taking us into the club. Keep in mind, when this club was built, this was a state-of-the-art comedy club.
It really
I remember when it first went up. It looks kind of like a theater.
It was an IMAX theater. It was a movie theater.
Yeah, and I think they even filmed some specials in there, like state-of-the-art shit.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm looking at this, and I go to the manager, I'm like, is the AC done? And the manager's like immediately defensive. And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's the humidity. You can't handle this humidity. I go, that's what the fuck is for.
Also, they have
when you
comedy
turn it on.
clubs in Dallas, Texas, and Miami, Florida. Their AC is pumping.
Yeah, it's
killing it.
Once it gets hot and humid, you press play on the AC. That's when it's time to dance.
Yeah.
And it's 84. It knows what to do in 84.
He basically told you, yo, the AC works in the winter.
Yeah.
You're like,
does it? Oh, when you not need to press play? Is that when it works? I mean, it was just like the most mind-boggling thing. But the second he was defensive immediately, like, oh, they knew this shit was off. Because if it just went off that day, you are apologizing profusely. You're running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Like, I don't know what this happened. We're so sorry. What can we do to fix it, etc. When you knew that it was down, right? When you knew that it was down for a while, then you act defensive because you need to keep the lie that you're telling yourself, we've done everything that we can. Right? You don't feel the guilt. Right? Or you don't feel like it's out of your control because you know that it was in your control. So my issue was you didn't tell us before we went there.
Yeah.
Because if you tell me before we go, we have the opportunity to tell the fans. It's 5 sold-out shows. They've been sold out for months. We put them on sale. We are fortunate enough, lucky enough that people are interested, that they sold it out in literally like a day, okay? So we have months for this to do. After I posted the thing about the ACs being done, I got Miss Pat messaging me. She's like, oh, when I was there, I almost died on stage. The AC wasn't working there. Damn. We got other people kind of snitching, telling us the AC hasn't worked since last June.
Fuck.
So we got a lot of people tell other comics saying, yeah, it didn't work when I was there, etc. And it's just, my issue is this, and I've said this time and fucking time again, there's no more important relationship in my career than that of the fans that come out to live shows and they're listening to the podcast. That's the most important relationship. We protect that with all costs because you changed my life, like literally changed my life. It's like, I don't care about my relationship with like a studio exec even close to as much as this relationship because that's fickle. He get fired, our shit is done, there's nothing it's completely out of my control. I could say one thing on this podcast, he's like, oh, I can't talk to you anymore. But this direct connection is freedom, it's everything. So when those people are gonna get to see one show in maybe 3 years or 4 years, who knows, one show in 2 years, how often they come out and see me, it's gotta be the best possible situation. They've gotta enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, if they go to that show and they're in a fucking sauna, they're like, oh, that's the experience when you go watch Schulz?
And what are people talking about, like after the show? Like, oh, how was the show? They're just gonna be like,
man, it was the AC didn't work, it was so sweaty. It reflects on me. And in my mind, the reason why the club's not saying anything ahead of time is because, oh shit, he might cancel the shows and then we're not gonna get that money. If I show up and then you find out, oh, he's gonna feel too guilty because he knows the people have already come. So that's what we did Friday. I knew that there were people waiting online literally as I'm walking the club to go see the show. So I'm like, fuck it. We'll do the show because they would be more angry at me that they got dressed, got the babysitters, did all these things, made their plans, and then we sent them home.
One show Friday, 2 shows
Friday? 2 shows Friday.
Fuck.
Second show is fucking a boiler room. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm in a fucking tank top.
And
listen, I was too embarrassed to walk out on the stage in a tank top because I was like, you're a crazy person to do that. So I put my shirt on before I walked out on stage both times so that I could take it off, just so that somebody wouldn't see me walking on stage like, who does this guy think he is? Bro,
Fucking Scott Baio doing stand-up
Doug
work.
said my arms were flopping like an old lady at bingo.
Got the wings.
So
A lot of small act outs.
Fucked
So
up.
it was bad. It was bad.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So
Should have just pulled a Bert Kreischer, bro. Just
the whole thing just went crazy, right? So it was just one of those things that was fucked up. So we canceled the Saturday shows, and make sure, and everybody that make sure you get refunded. If you don't get refunded, DM me personally. I'll make sure you get your money back. We will. We tried to reschedule those shows, and another club that was around there was close. We couldn't do it, but we did try our best to make it happen. And I will make sure that we do a show out there, and we'll find a way to get that email list to give you guys first dibs on tickets in that area. But so I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, it's just not worth it for that time. People spend their money, and
We could
it's
have done
like,
one day before. We could have booked a theater. We could have done.
dude, if you give us one day before, we could have rented external AC units, which we tried to do for the Saturday shows. Well, the club tried to do it, and it didn't ended up happening. I knew that shit wasn't gonna happen. But they said that they attempted to do, we could have problem solved with this.
Why would you not fix it for a year? Like, I get you're a business and you gotta whatever, but at the end of the day, you need happy customers. It's in a mall, and malls are dying and all of that, but you've just gotta
What
basic
happens if
things.
someone got hurt?
Basic things.
Yo,
AC.
the staff is walking around in it. It's crazy.
Sweat everywhere. You could slip on that.
That's another thing.
better conditions they came from.
I will say this. That's another thing. The club is paying the staff for the Saturday night. I said I'm gonna tip them out for the 3 sold out shows, and then the club goes, "Oh, well, we'd like to pay that. We'd like to pay their tip for the 3 sold out, so whatever." And I'm like, okay, you can pay that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But of course they have to say yes, because they can't not do it.
Yeah.
And I'm you already don't have the AC, and now I go do it, and then you just sit there. Of course, you got to fucking make it happen. So what I will say is that they did the right thing by paying their staff for Saturday, because it's not the staff's fault that they lost out on that. And tipping them out, that was the right thing to do. Because,
Yeah, but they've also had their staff working in no AC the entire summer, so
not good.
I mean,
not good.
And I like that club. That sucks. I was there a while ago, and they were super nice
Bro,
and all that. But
I was excited to do it, man. I was really excited to do the shows. And
I wonder why they haven't got it fixed though, because they have to have this problem every single weekend.
I mean, I think that they're not. I don't think they think that club's going to be there that long. If you were keeping it around for the long haul, you are continuing to invest in your product. So that's my suspicion.
$20K to fix the AC. How long is it going to be there?
Probably.
we might already be
Probably
losing
more.
money.
Yeah.
But still, it just seems like you got to do that much. It's AC. It's not like some fucking fancy thing that we don't really need.
Yeah.
It's AC. It's the summer. It's a comedy club. We're already packed in there. The whole point is to pack as many people in there as possible. All that body heat, you just get hot.
Yeah. It's just a shame. And there are a lot of great clubs out there, man. We were just out in Salt Lake City.
Zany's was great. Zany's in Nashville. Great.
But the Wise Guys Comedy Club in Salt Lake, it's just an awesome club, and the guy really fucking cares.
Keith,
and he's just the man. And you go to these places, and they deserve a shout out. There's a lot of Zany's, another one.
Yeah.
They deserve a shout out. Like Denver Comedy Works. There's a lot that are great, and they continue to invest in the experience for the people that are there. And I think there's a weird thing that's happening with comedy right now, where there's a little bit of a chasm where some of the comedy clubs are going, oh, well, the comic is just going to bring their crowd in. So their crowd is not the club's crowd. Okay? So maybe we don't need to treat them as if they're our patron, because they're really the patron of the comic.
They're coming once and not again.
But they could be your patron.
Yeah.
Give them the best experience.
They could be like, yo, a comedy show is a great date night.
Yes,
Or
that's how you build
Instead
culture.
of watching a movie by myself in the theater, I want to go to a comedy club. Have an interactive thing. Be around people. You got to sell them on that.
Bro,
in the same way clubs would have their people come to our show, and we had to sell them on being our fans.
Yeah.
Now it's experience. Now it's different. They're coming to see us, and you can sell them on being your fans.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's just one of those things where it's it takes a comic, myself included, so long to get to the point where people are willing to get dressed, leave their house to go out and see you live.
Yeah.
So you really nurture
Yeah.
that experience and that relationship. And when a club doesn't seem to care about that, you get really fucking annoyed, man.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because it takes years.
Yeah.
And it's fun to go back to the clubs that invested in you
Yes.
When it lost money in you. I've done tons of shows at Levity Live where the club lost money having me there. So it's nice to go there and be like, yo, thank you for investing in me. Here's your sold out weekend.
Yeah.
Everybody, all the staff, that they're paying their fucking rent this weekend.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's good. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Do we have to? No. But I'm fucking glad and it's fun and it's awesome. And then to see him not care, it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
And no real accountability. Like everybody just be like, oh, I don't know. I find it hard to fucking believe nobody knows why the AC doesn't work.
Yeah. Especially if other comics are hitting you up and like, yo, I was there a while ago, didn't work.
Bro, yeah.
If it was, yo, this
A lot.
weekend.
Put it this way,
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, good on you for canceling that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Sucks, but it's the right move.
Yeah.
And again, your fans might have been upset, but I guarantee you they'd be more upset if they went there. Fucking on a Friday night, we get one night off away from the kids, like you said, and then it's 100 degrees in the room. We're sweating so hard we can barely laugh at the show. That's all we're gonna remember, like Mark said.
Yeah. So it was cool, man. So we've destroyed Nelk. We've destroyed Levity. Who else do we want to destroy?
Scorched earth, baby.
Total war.
Yeah, let's go.
Total fucking war.
Yeah, dude.
You know what movie I'm so goddamn excited to see? It's not even funny. Napoleon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this movie looks incredible.
I didn't even hear about
Son,
it.
we really wiped Napoleon from the history books. We talk about the French like they're pussies and they never won a war. They almost conquered the world.
Come on, dude.
And we've completely wiped that away. Like they retreat from every battle. They're a bunch of bitches. That is our idea. That is like the British American idea of the French.
Propaganda.
Napoleon was busting their ass. Now, to be fair, he's Italian. He's from Corsica.
Bonaparte, yeah.
Bonaparte.
Yeah,
Let's just be honest, right?
Yeah.
At the time, Corsica's part of France, but he's a real Italian guy. He's got that Roman blood. We need to conquer the world in him.
Yeah.
There's no way a real French person can
Every
do
great
this.
leader's an outsider, okay?
Talk that shit.
Guy from
Alexander
Vienna.
the Great was not Greek?
Yeah.
But he's Macedonian. There is no Greek empire at the time. The Macedonians were the empire. That's the other thing. Greece doesn't exist until,
So there you
much
go.
later.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
him,
tell me
that
that.
There's no real Greece. I know the Greeks are going to be upset about this, but like Greece doesn't exist until much later. There were tiny empires that, not even empires, there were tiny like city-states, what do they call them, polis or something like that?
Yeah.
Polis. And they all looked at themselves as their own independent countries. So it wasn't like, yeah, we're all Greek.
Yeah.
Greek was the common language.
Yeah, I didn't know Athens. I thought Athens and Sparta had beef the way like
They do.
fucking Philly and DC had beef, but we're still American. They were like, we have beef and that's it.
Like the
There's
British
no,
and
we're
the
still
French
Greek.
have beef.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a story with like every country. Like India is like all these warring tribes, and then now they're Indian.
Nah, but there was a great Indian emperor who like organized that shit. I forget that motherfucker's name. I was just reading about
You know,
it.
I don't know it.
But yeah, same with like the Persians. Like, yo, the Persians were
Persians
about
were
that
bad
fucking life,
motherfuckers,
and
yeah.
we don't hear, learn about them at all because they're Iranian. But
I didn't know that about that until
son,
300.
nobody would even. This is gonna sound crazy. Nobody would talk about Alexander the Great if he didn't take down the Persian Empire. I think he killed, or I don't know if he killed Cyrus, or maybe Cyrus died in battle, but like he took out the Persians. Nobody done that before.
Yeah.
Because crossing them mountains was crazy. But Alexander the Great was about that business.
Genghis Khan, my dad said like just crazy how many people
Did he run
conquered.
through y'all?
I don't know if he ran through all y'all, but my dad always tells me a story about like just how brutal he was. He said his whole goal when he took over one village was to be so fucking awful to them and massacre them so thoroughly
That
the
it
next
spread.
village would hear about it and be like, let's just not even. Let's surrender before they even come. If you fight, you're gonna get fucking slaughtered.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway,
the Napoleon shit, like I sent you that article that apparently like before Hitler.
I remember you telling me this.
People in the early 1900s, and they talk about like the worst man ever, like who's the most evil person you could ever like personify. It was Napoleon.
Who wrote that article?
Hitler's friends. I don't know. I just said
They wrote it before Hitler was born.
The new one.
That was an odd question. He did his best with that. yo.
No, the reason why I'm saying is that might be like British propaganda.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Because like, that's the thing. Napoleon, wild dude. I was talking to Shane about this, actually. We were at the cellar, and Tim, but like, he invents the idea of the war state, which is kind of like what we all have now. Like, if you look at America in World War II, Ford stops making the cars and they start making the vehicles for war, right? And the whole country operates as a war machine, the military-industrial complex. This idea is invented by Napoleon.
Like turn all industry into war.
The country is war.
That's total war, right? Where
Total war.
The women are doing it, like
Exactly.
everyone's involved.
What we think a lot of times with total war is we think of Tecumseh Sherman, which you were referencing earlier, and that's more just like, I'm gonna blaze through everything. This is during the Scorched Earth, yeah, Civil War.
Genghis Khan type shit.
Yes, and which when you think about it, it's like, it's a really tragic way of looking at war because you lose, not only do you lose all this innocent lives, but you lose all the culture, all the relics. Like,
yeah.
I mean, this has probably happened tons of times in Europe, and like the city of Babylon is fucking done probably because of Scorched Earth, Total War, whatever. But Total War in terms of like everybody there is working for the cause. And I was asking the guys, I was like, what was his competitive advantage? And he was like, artillery. Like other people had developed, obviously gunpowder comes from China, right?
Sure.
But it was, they invented gunpowder, right? But like the cannon is Napoleon, like perfected, and the use of it. I mean, just like busting people's ass, war strategy. And I think what happened was since Britain, Russia, and maybe even Germany had to come together, I think they were called the Ententes or something like that, come together to stop Napoleon, of course we're gonna write about him as if he was the shortest guy ever.
Yeah.
The guy was like 5'8", which is like normal for the
I
time.
think it was average for
That's
the
a
time.
great height, I think. I mean, I'd take it.
Yeah, for
I'd
the
take it
time,
now,
it's like you should have been born back then.
yeah. Or just be in India. I'm
Maybe he
normalized
was
there.
born back then.
Ooh,
Came back, you know what I'm
they ran
saying?
it back,
Come on, I
same
got
body.
you. Let's go.
Same body, they didn't upgrade you.
There's gotta be someone that happened to, right?
You're like a BlackBerry.
They reincarnated as themselves. They'd be like, fuck, I gotta do this again? Shit.
5'6".
5'6".
Napoleon.
But that could be
What a
Britain
bitch, dude.
saying it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying
Who
to
wrote
say.
that article? Come on, man.
So wait, what were you saying about what it was when I asked you about who wrote that?
Oh, I mean, I thought you were just trying to get, people were trying to get heat off Hitler. They'd be like, no, Napoleon was way
No,
worse
no,
than him.
and I think, I would imagine that's what the British are gonna be writing about this guy.
Yeah.
Because if you also look at the things he does, he was like, yo, we're getting rid of monarchies. Everybody's equal. Now he ends up placing his fucking brother as a king of Spain. He ends up being the complete hypocrite and doing all the things that he shouldn't. But he stands for the liberation of people and equality and getting rid of the monarchy, which is oppressing these people. Now, is he using that as a tool to gain favor of the oppressed, working class? Maybe, that's possible. But at the same time, like that part is left out of history, especially when comparing him to a guy like Hitler. Hitler wasn't, hey, yeah, we just want to liberate everybody.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, I'm in charge of the whole fucking world.
Yeah.
They turned Napoleon into a psychology term.
Son, your
All he's
Napoleon
known-
complex.
That's all he's known for.
Bro.
And that's
Just a
should.
short guy who's just like tough all the time for no reason.
Napoleon complex should mean like, yo, you are that guy. You're him.
Yeah,
You're
him.
Napoleon complex. You're him.
Yeah, you're him. You think that you should run the world.
Yeah, you're
Nothing
awesome.
to do with height.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm stoked to see that, man. And also Ridley Scott, like this is the dude, the guy who's directing it.
Yeah,
I mean, he did
Gladiator.
Gladiator, like
Alien.
Also, he's like a history buff
Heaven.
and a little bit of a conspiracy buff. Like he was all about that JFK shit. Like he was on Rogan recently, wasn't he?
Maybe. I can't remember.
I think he was on Rogan recently.
When does that
talking
one come
about-
out?
That's
November.
Napoleon Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. They always save
you
the
know
big
what's
shit
crazy?
for Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Thanksgiving and Christmas are like big blockbuster days.
That makes sense. But what about
Or
the,
day
what about
after
the summer one when remember Will Smith?
It feels like summer movies. Dub, you can correct me. It feels like summer movies are like popcorn flick blockbusters, like Marvel and shit. And then blockbusters that are also Oscar worthy. November and like December.
Oh, because that's probably closer to the season.
Tease up for like Oscars and shit.
Yeah. Like Lincoln came out then.
The JFK thing that is crazy is that if you go to the spot in Dallas, apparently you can stand in the book depository. And then they have an X on the street where
X
he
on the
got
street.
shot.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
You're allowed to go in the book depository and like line it up.
And can you?
I mean, some people are like, no, there's no way. Other people are like, yeah, if you got lucky, whatever. But it's just crazy that like they let you practice. I mean, like, it'd be like going to the 9/11 Memorial. There's like a flight simulator. You know what I mean? It's like,
but no
why is
president ever driving down that road again. You know what I mean?
I mean, no, never.
Maybe you try to kill your ex-wife or some useless bitch like that. You're not killing the president.
But
why do they let you like line it up? Like, yo, this is a tragedy.
So much speculation.
But that's what makes me feel like it's not a conspiracy.
But I think they blocked it off. So you
just told me they didn't block it
No,
off.
they used to be able to, and then I think recently they were like, oh, we put space because people were like trying to break it.
People are fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, but you can still see it. You can still go to where it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like.
I mean, I went there. I didn't go in the building, but I stood where you could get shot.
Yeah.
And I looked up at the building like I could get shot.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I feel like I could get shot from here. Like when I was there, I was like, it makes sense.
I completely agree.
Also, did you see the thing where they reenacted it with the type of automobile?
No.
Where the seats were at different levels and they weren't accounting for that when they were doing the original physics?
Oh, interesting. So he was like higher.
He was
so
actually higher.
Because those
That
old
makes
Lincolns,
sense,
you
too.
like sit super low in them.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
I know a guy did some. Listen, a bunch of people have looked into this. I'm sure there's some fucked up stuff around it. There's no question.
Yeah.
And that's the dance. And I think if you're like the people in charge, you're the theys, you're just like, how much, like, what is probably true isn't that interesting, but you can't say it. So you're just like, let them run with this.
Yeah.
What's probably true isn't that interesting, but it also isn't what we think, what the average person thinks happened.
Yeah, like what's it, Area 51 or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, like it's the same shit.
Exactly,
I
like,
think the
go.
allure is better, so it's just like let's just let motherfuckers run with it.
And it's like they probably do got some shit there that they can't tell you about, so they're not like, we can't let these motherfuckers tour this fucking place.
Yeah.
We got things
They're
they
making
can't
crazy
know about.
weapons. They're making all this shit. Yeah.
Exactly. But it ain't aliens. But it's like, all right, let them
If
talk
I
about
tell you
these
that and I dispel it, I have to tell you the real shit, and I can't tell you the real shit. So like,
imagine being
do
one
your
of
little
those
thing.
motherfuckers, like that knows, and you got to hear people talking shit. You got people in Winnebagos pulling up, telling you a liar. You're keeping the aliens. You're like, motherfucker, it's just another bomb to blow up brown people. You know what I mean? It ain't that crazy.
Yo, you think you got that?
Or Japanese people. Shouts to Oppenheimer.
True.
Yeah, I can make that.
You got that, bro?
Yeah,
Al got that.
One
Al was a
shot.
cop.
I'm a good shot.
But it's a white guy. You know what I mean? Do you know how hard that is?
I mean,
It's an Irish guy. He's fucking lobster red. It's an Irish guy. What was it, in September or something like that?
Yeah, that's a good point.
September.
Yeah.
He already had the dot on his
His
head.
neck. Are you kidding me? That is the easiest shot in Texas that day. 100%.
I don't know, bro. That's tough, dude.
Nah, you got.
I gotta see the grassy knoll. We gotta go out there, maybe reenact it. Let's do MythBusters.
This shit is mad unremarkable.
Let's do MythBusters for all assassinations ever. That would be fun.
Oh yeah, the Lincoln one is.
Yeah, let's try that one.
Because that was point blank. That was point blank.
But how'd he get in there?
Say again?
How did he get in there, bro? He just walked in?
No, because he was an actor.
But like, you can just get into the president's thing if you're acting?
Son, you're a comic. Can you just walk into comedy clubs?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
But if there's a president there, you would think that they would try to lock it up a little better.
Yeah, but maybe they didn't think presidents were getting assassinated back then. You know what I mean?
Bro, you gotta think about that.
I see what he's saying.
How'd you get into the box?
The president, the most powerful man in the whole world, that there's a civil war happening.
Not the whole world.
I mean, I'll be honest, I think the Secret Security was gay. Nobody's into plays that much. You gotta be gay to be in a play that
That's
much.
what the
where you're not
secret
even
is,
looking
bro.
at facts,
That's what the
bro.
secret-
What's the service?
They used to.
Yo, what's the service? We know what the secret is. What's the service?
Let's go.
Abe Link,
Island
6'6".
Yo, we got some Hollywood divorce news.
Oh, and this is not
off.
surprising.
Wait, who?
hot off the press.
Who went viral last week? We spoke about it on the pod. For posting pictures.
Oh, Selma.
The other one.
Sophia?
Sofia.
Yo, Mark, pull up Sophia's
We didn't talk
Instagram
about
right
her
now,
last
please.
We did.
No,
We did
only
this
talked
last
about
week.
Selma.
We talk about Sophia.
No,
as
I
I
well.
don't think we
Sophia.
talked about it.
On
Who are you
Patreon.
talking about with?
On
Pull up
Patreon.
Sophia. Maybe it's Patreon.
Patreon.
Oh, it's Patreon.
So
Yeah.
pull up
Tits, bro.
her Instagram. 7 hours ago post.
I'll pull it up.
Crazy.
Just go to the second square.
And Dub is on
I mean, Jesus Christ.
No, the next one. There we are.
Oh,
Okay.
that girl's 50-something years old.
it. Yes.
Just having a grand old time.
Oh,
Capri.
and she a little tipsy too. Yeah, let's
Yeah, a
go.
little tipsy.
That explains the heat wave. Nice job,
And then
Michael.
just dropped on
Comment.
New York Post,
Fuck
page
yeah.
6.
You like-
Divorcing after 7 years. Sophia and Joe.
Were they together in Capri?
No, it says that she was there with friends. Maybe this was her
that's-
divorce part. Maybe
Yeah.
she knew that this story was going to drop, and
Yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Let me shut down the internet
Let me-
because I'm one of the
Yep,
most
next
beautiful
slide,
human
Mark.
beings ever.
Click on that little arrow.
Crazy.
Nah,
bro.
but let me see.
Click on that. Next. One more.
What 57
There we
used to
are.
look like?
Goodness
My God, dog.
gracious.
My fucking goodness.
How old is she?
Come on.
51.
Yeah,
I mean, she is absolutely stunning. That is 51, guys. Tell your wives.
Yeah.
That is 51. That is the expectation. That's what we need out of y'all
Yep.
at 51.
When are we-
Spread that fucking word right now. This is no, hold up. This is 51 now.
Yeah.
When our wives are 51, you better look younger than you do now. You better go back in time.
Not too far.
If
Not
this
too far
is
back.
51. Not too much. Keep it in the 30s. You keep it in the 30s, but women are not allowed to age past 30 anymore. This is proof. Whew.
Stay hydrated.
I mean, goddamn.
But are there any without a one piece? I want to see.
Wait.
I just want to see. I just want to see.
Yo, you are a fucking insane.
Yeah,
person.
dude.
Does she have kids? Does Sofia
She has a
have
child.
I mean,
she has a
She has
child.
one kid from her first
I
marriage?
believe it's a child.
The other one, she did bikini. If they gonna battle, you know she put this up to battle. That's a battle. She's like,
she's
oh,
in
y'all
the-
talk about the other
Yo, when's
Latina.
the South
like,
American
I gotta
tour?
battle.
Son, she's getting divorced. She ain't thinking nothing about Selma.
Nah, that
She's
was
letting everybody know what's coming.
that was a battle, bro.
You don't think she
You
knew she was getting divorced last week?
Yeah, but you also gotta
She
know
had the
women.
fucking tickets to Capri ready.
You gotta know women.
I just found out that
She
shit is
wants to
called
be-
Capri and not Capri.
She want to be
Capri.
She want to
You
be
got-
top Latina.
She want to be top.
Yeah.
Wait, who was coming close? Salma?
Salma.
I mean,
everybody was talking about her. Nobody was talking about her.
Salma's crazy.
Selma might got the crown, to be honest with
No,
you.
no.
All
You're
respect. All
crazy.
respect.
This is
Salma.
all respect.
Yeah, come on.
Salma
Latinas with
57,
fake
man.
accents.
Why you hating, bro?
I mean,
Why you hating?
because they're
It's
actors.
her
they
real
know how to-
accent.
It's her real
Can I
accent.
be honest with you? The new accent that she can do is more fake than that accent. Like, it's probably more natural for her to speak English with a Hispanic accent because Spanish is her first language.
No, I'm talking about the one they put on that makes them sound like even more Spanish. Like the
Like
one
in Modern
Sofia
Family,
does.
she's playing it up. She's playing a comedic character, so it's of course she.
I don't think she's ever admitted to playing it up. I think she says, "This is how I speak."
Do you watch the show at all? Because she'll
No.
call a helicopter. She doesn't know the words, or she just does.
That's not what I mean. I'm talking about just the way
that's
the way
not-
she pronounces it. Like,
Yeah, dude, it's a fucking comedy, man.
shut up.
Understand?
I don't think
You're
she.
looking at her criticizing the accent? If I said this, you guys would call me
I'm
gay.
sorry she
you
doesn't
guys
have
would
the
have called me
perfect
gay for
fucking
20
accent.
minutes,
That's
bro.
true. I just forgot what a manny is because he doesn't get seasick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just such a man who doesn't get
She
seasick.
wearing
This
one
old salty
pieces, bro.
pirate over here.
Stop wearing one pieces. Then
This is unbelievable, bro.
This is craziness.
This is
I
toxic.
was hating.
This is toxic.
That was the most
That is
bitch thing I
toxic.
ever
That's
did.
toxic.
He's a
bro.
toxic man.
I was being a bitch right there.
That was some bitch
I
ass
was
shit.
like, damn,
Oh,
she-
she doesn't talk well. Oh, if she talked better, then she'd be hot.
Oh,
Where's
I gotta
her
get
stomach?
this shit off me, bro. This is fucking
It
corrupting
is.
me.
It's
son.
changing you, son.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
it's the toxins is getting into my son.
But now I am thinking about the tummy.
That's what I'm saying. There's too many one pieces. There's something she hiding. But
I mean,
here.
she's absolutely gorgeous.
stunning.
Let's take a look.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Solid.
Oh, God, you guys.
Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. No, not from the bottom. Get in there.
Oh, I thought that's the money shot.
No, I don't like that.
You got a good arch though.
She's just always in these wild fucking wedgies.
Not bad. Not
Ain't the
bad.
money shot when they like that and then they spread them?
I don't like that at all.
That's too much. That's too much.
Pedicure.
That's perverse, dude.
I thought that's
that
what
shit is perverse.
I thought that's
bro.
what y'all people
It's
pay for.
unnatural.
No.
So what are we looking at here? Can you give me the play-by-play?
Solid.
Solid. Let's move
I
on.
don't think they have a
Solid, let's move on.
standard.
One more thing before
You think
we...
he's grifting? You think he's grifting for the foot community?
They switch it all the
You
time.
think he's a foot grifter?
Yeah, bro.
This guy's a fucking
so,
foot
Stop
grifter, dude.
grifting.
Y'all are so jealous because you're not comfortable with
He's
it.
just trying to get the foot community on
Another
his side.
separation, though. Ariana.
Yeah, I heard this one.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Okay.
Which one is that? That's the ponytail girl.
Lindsay Lohan had a baby.
You don't know who Ariana Grande
What?
is?
Are you just reading
Stop
TMZ?
lying, dude.
I mean, it's breaking
Guys,
news.
we're going to end on this. Leo Messi is in Miami.
A true Floridian, dude.
Yeah.
Just popped into Publix.
Just
with the
a
fam.
normal guy.
Just a fucking regular
with the
guy.
family. No
Awesome.
big deal.
Not
so there is a
promo.
video of him walking around Publix with his family, which is just like an amazing piece of PR. It's like letting everybody in Florida know, yo, listen, he's here. He's just like you.
Did he
He's
get the
walking around
chicken tenders,
Publix.
though?
Yeah, you got the tender son.
Oh, if he got the tenders, then I
Now,
fuck
but say the other part. Where like the video came out that like he almost immediately asked for the car keys from his wife and then just went back into the car.
I didn't know it was almost
Yeah.
immediate. From what I read, he took a decent number of pictures and I was like, I'm done.
He's like,
Give
I
me the
can't
fucking
be
keys."
normal. Grocery shop. Who does this? I can't be around a grocery store.
Yeah.
The idea, it's probably been his entire life since he went grocery shopping. The kid was sold in football slavery, child football slavery, to Barcelona.
Sound of Freedom out this weekend.
Sound of
Come on,
Freedom,
check
you
it
gotta
out,
go
guys.
save these little child football kids. He was sold in child football slavery to Barcelona at 13 years old.
Maybe younger.
Something like that.
Yeah.
11, I thought, maybe. But
So I don't think he's ever been to a grocery store. When would he go? when
let's
would
give
he
him
go to
some
a grocery
credit.
store?
Could it be, for a second, I just want to see what it feels like to be normal, and then immediately he's like, nah, this sucks. Give me the car keys, I'm out?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh, I thought you
That's
were
what I
saying it was a PR stunt where they were like, hey, go do normal
No,
things.
he did the PR stunt and he was like, all right, I'm done. We got the pictures.
I'm saying maybe he was just like, yeah, let me just see what this is like. Let me see what it's like to be normal.
Maybe he wanted to show
and
his
then very
kids
quickly he was
American
like, you know
things.
what, this sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But I think it's great. It's great that he's here. But there's no way that he's going to be shopping in Publix.
Ariel said, I think he said this is the biggest moment in American sports history or something like that. Ariel Helwani tweeted something that was like very, like, this is a massive, massive, massive deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big moment. Biggest in American sports history.
I would say biggest.
Miracle on Ice. Right, I mean, I love Messi, but there's like a lot of crazy.
I don't know if it's a hocky thing, Mark.
Yeah. But no, the geopolitical component of the Cold War, bro. It's like great American sports moment.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
What would you say? What is it?
People
better?
do say that, but that's like
if you guys were around
that's like
at the time,
newsy thing to say.
If you were around at the time, a newsy thing. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like a newscaster says that because they're like, we got it.
I thought you were like a newsy one. Yeah, I was like
The greatest moment in American sports history.
Miracle on Ice.
I mean, how many people watched Muhammad Ali beat George Foreman?
Yeah, that's gotta be up there.
I thought it was the Olympics where the guy.
That very black answer, Al.
Was that? Yeah, I forgot the name.
Oh, well, there you go.
Jesse Owens, yeah. I thought that was the.
Jesse Owens.
You
was
just
not, dude. What the fuck, man?
I don't know.
What in the absolute fuck, dude?
I thought you could trust
it's
your boy.
hard to know specific
I thought you could
things
trust
about
your
people.
boy. I thought
Who,
you
your
could
white boy? Oh, that's your boy, huh?
No, I go.
That's
I
your
see,
boy.
I see.
That was crazy.
I see. Can't trust
Come
these
on,
fucking
bro.
Floridians, bro.
Come on,
God
bro.
damn.
he really did on that.
No,
one.
but who is it though? I still don't.
He's a Black Panther. I forget his
The
name.
biggest thing in American
Look at Black
Nobody
Panther,
knows.
dude.
soccer
Yeah, we don't need to know.
history.
Oh, it's the biggest thing in American soccer history, but what's the biggest thing in American sports history? I'm trying to think. Was iconic moment.
Game 7s and big boxing matches and
Oh, Joe Louis taking out Max Schmeling. World War II, an American takes out the German
Never
in
heard of
revenge after the German took out the American. First loss on
Never
Joe Louis's
even
career.
Don't
you know
ruin
what?
it.
This
I
guy.
like this.
He just
though.
spoiled it.
I like this.
No, Max Schmeling was a great man. He hid Jews during the war. He refused to go to dinner with Hitler until
right.
Hitler made him. You'd love him.
I like this.
Wait.
Yeah.
So he beat up a guy that was helping Jews?
Mark, you're a thorn.
Why did he do that?
You're a thorn, Mark. Mark,
Why would he do that, dude?
Motherfucker be
You're a
saying
thorn,
Why would he do that?
Come on,
Just
bro.
a thorn.
What about Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier? Which is such a funny way to describe
That's
it.
up there. It's just like baseball, though.
Oh, George W. Bush pitching the first pitch after 9/11.
Fucking heater down the pipe.
Yeah, just like fucking Al Qaeda. Yo, who had
That
better
what you
aim?
said?
Who had better aim?
No.
Those planes
That's
or
who I
George
was talking
Bush?
about.
Son, Al just pointed to the headline, Jesse Owens wins gold in the 36 Olympics.
He did
and he's
win.
like, isn't that what I said?
He did
no,
win.
That's what
very
I was
different.
talking
You're talking about this.
Very
bro.
different. You're talking about that, dude.
That ain't him.
You think that was 1936, bruh?
Son, yeah, they just colorized it now for the.
No, don't say that word anymore, bro. Come on. Do you just put all black history all on one guy?
We
Just
have,
like
we have to end this podcast.
That's not Jackie Robinson.
We
What
have
you
to
mean?
end
that's Martin
this
Luther
podcast.
King Sr., bro. Come on.
Michael Jordan.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. We love you. Peace.